Like, you need a great opener. Like, somehow we're adults. Do.
We can record that right
some
now.
Kind of like.
We can record that right now.
Everybody be quiet.
Somehow we're adults.
That was it. That was it. We did it.
And you, the
anyone
listener,
listening, that is what you're gonna hear from now on. That's it.
After that point is a cymbal clash, and that's all you need.
Okay, so what did you guys think about the challenge? Hard, difficult?
Super easy. I did literally nothing different. Easiest thing I've ever won.
Ever won? You don't know for sure you won.
I'm pretty sure.
You're going off of Cody being an idiot. No, I'm just kidding. He's smart.
It's called math.
It's called math. Well, I have the results.
We're all
Survey
interested.
says
Dun 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 dun.
here. So, whoop, I'm fucking up.
Wow, this is professional. There's
I'm fucking
magnets
up.
involved.
I'm fucking up. Come on out. Okay, cool. So, who won in recovery? God damn it. Okay, number one in recovery was Colton with a 61.79. And then Cody, and then Wyatt, and then surprisingly enough, the person who drinks the least.
That
50%.
That's probably the problem.
You should be drinking
Maybe.
more.
The
I
times you did
think-
drink it destroyed you.
Yeah, I think that probably just from stress and everything like that, and the lack of sleep for probably half the month, my recovery just went to shit. And I literally was getting so mad too, because like I'd wake up the next, like I'd feel great, and I'd wake up with a terrible recovery. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm literally like, I don't know what else to do. Like I'm taking baths, I'm going to bed early. Like what do I need to do? And then the second half of the month, I was like, fuck it. Maybe I'm just doing too much. And then the second half of the month, I definitely had better recoveries. Strain, Wyatt. So I broke everything down into a percentage. It kind of got erased a little bit, but it was basically I took your strain number, and then for like every day, and I averaged out the strain number for each person, and then divided it by 21 to come up with a percentage. So Wyatt had the highest percentage with 53. Then me at number 2, Cody number 3, Colton number 4, and then winner.
Wait. Before we get to this, just so that it doesn't sound like I'm being argumentative for no reason. I was under the impression we were picking winners every day for everything, not averaging throughout the month. That's where my math came in.
Oh, I know. Colton did the same thing.
Yes, because we all had the same assumption starting this.
No,
Yeah.
you guys just didn't want to add. This was a lot of math, and it was. I understand just doing the 4s and 3s and 2s and 1s like you guys did, but that's fine.
Okay.
Regardless of that. Who do you guys think won?
I know who won.
Wyatt? Who do you think won?
I know who won.
Who won?
It was me.
So confident. Who do you think did the worst?
It was probably you.
I don't like this very much.
In my math, which is correct, I was the worst. Wyatt was the best.
Oh, he already knows, so I can't really look at him. Okay. You ready? Wyatt, number 1 by like 10%.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
Yeah, Wyatt gapped the fuck out of us.
When
Isn't it great? Does it feel good, Wyatt?
Yeah, it does.
when I
really
did
good. Oh my god.
Because I think Wyatt just realized the 3 of us are gonna have to wear dresses.
when I did the math too,
Good job, buddy.
you and Colton and I were within like 10 points of each other, and Wyatt had the lead by like 20 points. I didn't do percentages. I just did like everything got a point.
I figured this shows the closest difference between us all. So like me and Colton were like really close to each other as far as percentages goes, and you all 3 of us were relatively close.
Yeah, but Wyatt's like exceptionally higher.
Right. The difference between Cody and being in last place and Colton in second place was literally like less than second place to first place.
Yeah.
I don't fucking get it. I don't know what you do, Wyatt.
Fuck you, Wyatt, and your metabolism.
I think I think Wyatt's life is just hard.
I attribute it to my ability to bottle everything up and just hold it forever.
Isn't that? and then he just walks it off. I honestly think too it's because you're the only one of us that has like a manual labor, like an average, normal, everyday labor job. Like your job, you don't have a desk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't have to come home and work out to strain. Like I was literally doing it all day at work.
Right. And so because of the constant, like, it's not like you're like running marathons at work, but because you're constantly doing something. It's like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like on the weekends, whenever I'm at home and I'm like busy on my feet doing something, I'll get like a same kind of strain score as Wyatt. I'll get like a 11, 12. And if I did that every day and only took the weekends off, which is essentially what Wyatt does.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too.
Yeah.
The only thing that confused me during this was like there was a couple times that I really did wake up with like a 6 or a 7 strain score just already.
It depends how drunk you went to bed.
Ah, okay.
I also didn't work out at all during this.
You didn't? Oh, yeah.
It makes two of us.
Colton took Wyatt took the fuck my recovery. I'm just going to try and have the best. But he didn't. Wyatt just said, I'm just going to live my life, and if I lose, I lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which really makes me feel like a bitch, but whatever. But like Colton took the opposite road, was just like, I'm going to have the best recovery.
And I did.
Mm-hmm. You did.
For the most part.
Yeah. No, he really did. Colton, number 1. He beat.
No, I meant day to day.
Yeah, day to day.
Day to day, you mean like 5 out of the 6 days of the week, you were either first or second in recovery.
Oh, I prematurely closed that. I didn't realize that.
Close the vent? I was wondering why. I was like, damn, it's getting hot here
Jesus.
quick.
It didn't get this hot last time.
It's the middle of the day.
Last time it was nighttime.
I forgot it's summertime now.
Not really.
Until later, and then it'll be cold tonight.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys think about those little clips I was making from the last one? It's pretty funny, right?
Yeah. I like those.
They're a good time to make.
Yeah.
So, we got to get sloshed again. But, all right, Wyatt. So,
More
you get to
importantly,
choose.
we all need to transfer Wyatt money.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is a big
I don't-
payday.
I don't-
This is a big payday for Wyatt.
I did
This
cash,
room
Apple Pay.
is too small.
Bank at some code.
This room is too small for Wyatt's head.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
You know, I'm proud of you, Wyatt.
Thank you.
I just wish you'd put in some goddamn effort. I'd feel a little bit better.
I'm so proud of you, Wyatt, for doing absolutely nothing.
That's what
If
makes
I
me
would have put in
mad.
effort, I would have beat you by 200%.
Shitting all over. So, but the one key factor we should talk about. You did go offline.
I did. I was sleeping.
So
I forgot to check it.
I thought about this a lot because we did.
Because we're looking for any way for Wyatt
No.
to lose.
We did say.
Oh, we did, but he wasn't offline for a day. I mean, we can split hairs all we want.
I still had a
I
strain score.
think
I still had a recovery
He did.
score.
I think we just give it to him.
Yeah.
It was tricky. It was tricky to. Well, anytime you go like your whoop dies, it's hard, especially when you're sleeping. It's hard to get a recovery. So he got a recovery, so that means the whoop calculated enough to give him a recovery. So I
Right.
kind of, if it would have been more than 24 hours, no, absolutely not. But given the fact,
Or if it would have been like 12 hours. If it would have been like his, like he didn't get the sleep calculator or something like that. But because it was only for like, what, like 3 hours?
Yeah, it was like 3, maybe 4.
it was probably it probably died while it was like 2 or 3 in the morning.
But I want this to show is how irresponsible Wyatt is.
He kept it alive for the other 29
I
days.
know, I
Let's
know.
give him a break.
Show him it now, Wyatt.
What? Oh, no. I canceled my subscription in honor of this.
He came in, he won, and he left.
I did what I had to, boys.
You know? Okay, so the next time we do a whoop challenge, Wyatt's not invited.
Fair. That's fair. I'm kind of a wild card.
Yeah, because I feel like it takes. I mean, me and Colton and Cody have had ours for fucking at least a year. You guys have had yours. I mean, I've had mine for like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I think that because of that, it's got like a pretty well established average for us, and I think it was still working on figuring you out, or maybe it did figure out. I don't know.
No, you just keep taking away from his win. It's fine.
That's what I'm trying to chipping away.
We spent the entire
I'm gonna
last
be so
podcast
bitter.
hyping him up. Like the entire time, just hyping him up.
We all agreed on video, on the record, that if Wyatt wins, we're all going to wear dresses, including Wyatt.
The only way the only way there was one loser is if anybody else won. Now we're all losers.
How's it feel, guys?
It's
I need to get sloshed
I
before I
just
put a dress on.
figured this is what you feel like all the time.
Hey.
All in good fun. I still love you.
Okay.
The
But
truth comes out.
well, another point I'd like to bring up at this moment, how terrible Wyatt is. Because I have to wear a dress later, I'm just going to shit on him the entire podcast. But, Wyatt was supposed to bring a crown.
I was. Mm-hmm. I dropped the ball on that.
Supposed to be handmade crown by Wyatt.
Artisan made,
Artisan.
to quote Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Does this disqualify him?
I think we do rock, paper, scissors. Best 2 out of 3 until we
No,
win.
no, I'm not good at rock, paper, scissors.
Can you be good at rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, actually.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you? How?
It's just a order of operations thing.
It's luck.
No, I don't know. I don't want to explain it because then you'll know how to beat me.
Rock every time.
No, because they'll figure that out after the second time.
Okay. Also, so don't announce where we're gonna go for dinner because nobody needs to know all that.
We're gonna go someplace that serves food.
So Wyatt
like-
gets to pick where we go to dinner. Me and Cody have a recommendation that we'll mention to you off air.
Cody and I.
Okay. So, congratulations, Wyatt. You accidentally beat all of us.
It's
That's called failing up.
it's still something to be proud of.
That's called failing up.
No, I really needed to win. Thank you guys.
You walk around with your head carried high. I will
that's what we're here for.
I will never tell you. I say that. I'm probably going to tell you this again. But
more,
I feel like I can't tell you to work out.
more importantly, you realize how odd it's gonna look that you're the only normal dress one while we're all wearing dresses, right?
Oh no, I'm gonna.
It's gonna look like you're on like a throuple date, or what is it? That wouldn't be throuple. That'd be what's 4?
Quadruple?
Quadruple
I mean,
date.
I would hope it would look like that because that's what we're. Oh, you guys. Okay. Well, this is awkward. I should probably go.
So Wyatt gets to pick where we go to dinner. And thank you. And the next challenge we do, I won't invite you. You can sit in the corner and just hang out. But
It's yes. It's
I
more
feel like
important-
I'm gonna keep doing these challenges until I finally fucking beat Wyatt. What made it hard for you, Cody?
Me, mainly recovery. I don't sleep well as it is for whatever reason. So I mean, like my average sleep's like 5 to 6 hours a night. I don't know why. I've never really looked into it. And then you add like 3 beers to that, and it's just like you're getting like a mid-level recovery at best.
That's what you got.
Yeah,
Mid-level.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think mine was just like the challenge went right up to the day before the wedding. So literally, I mean, granted, I think you took a big jump because on my bachelor party, during that, all of us had a 1%, but you had an 11%.
That was impressive because well, you know what I did? I did DD for the bachelor party. I did. But I mean, after that,
Didn't stop you from drinking.
No. I'm saying I didn't start drinking as early as you guys, but once like we were to the house and we like weren't going anywhere, it was like game on. So I mean, I was just as hammered as the rest of y'all, but well, except for
except for Mr.
Yeah, but you
Mr.
came out.
Stompy.
the drunkest he's ever been.
I pulled those 2 couches together because I made a big bed for myself.
And then you and Colton.
and
then
then ended up with all 3 of
Yeah,
us.
he walked out and was like, "I'm gonna lay out here with you," and then he dead asleep the whole time. I'm like up with Colton, just waiting for him to come back from puking and watching the movie and just hanging out. We actually folded that couch back up and left him on his own.
I was so I was so tired that night too. I was like so ready to go to bed, and then like I literally had everything set up. I was literally getting ready to go to bed, and I like walk out to like check on everybody outside because I heard like the fucking couches moving and shit.
No, you heard Colton stomping from one side of the house to the other, which was my favorite part of that entire trip.
And then it wasn't the steak, but whatever. Well, I know what Wyatt's favorite part was. The DeLorean.
Fuck yeah, that was so
Bro,
cool.
That honestly, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
We stop at a random ABC liquor store to get some beers
and liquor,
Well, yeah.
cigars.
We're walking out, and this dude pulls up in a perfectly restored, beautiful DeLorean, and he's even got the dude's jacket and shoes on, the self-tying shoes from the movie.
Yeah.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Like it wasn't already cool enough.
And then it pulls up. Let me just walk everybody through this. It pulls up and parks. Wyatt goes, "Oh shit, it's a DeLorean!" And then the doors opened, and Wyatt came unglued. Because they do. They have is it the butterfly doors? Is that what those are called?
No, those aren't even butterfly. Those open from. They're like Tesla doors almost.
Yeah,
Tesla must have got their
the
idea
model
from
X.
they
them.
opened straight
I bet
up.
you they did.
I bet they did.
I bet you they did.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They opened straight up.
At the
Yeah.
time, the DeLorean was a high class car to have.
Yeah.
Still is, Wyatt.
Well, kind of.
You telling me you wouldn't trade if you have
mean,
a choice
I
between
want
one of those
one.
and a Cadillac?
You know I'm gonna pick the door. But
don't think
that's,
there's been
that's my own personal preference.
right. So I was going somewhere before that. Oh yeah, but I walked out of the room when you guys were all making a whole bunch of noise, and I saw you guys were watching one of my favorite movies of all time, The Dark Knight. Was it The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises?
It was The Dark Knight.
Yeah, love that movie. Heath Ledger, best Joker.
Hell yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix did a good job too, but still. Just saying. It's a great movie. And I remember I was standing there for like 20 minutes and I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. And then I straight up did like a dad move and I'm just like, just stood behind the couch watching it.
That was a good trip, though.
Yeah.
That was
It was a
good.
lot of fun.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks. What color dress do you want, Cody?
Oh.
Pull the microphone up to your face.
Well, I gave it a little bit of room because I kept burping and making noise, and I don't want people to listen to me like, like. So I was just trying to.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I was trying to make it too loud, I don't know.
I breathe like that when I'm focusing.
I mean, not
Are you always focusing?
yeah, actually. Takes
not
a
to
lot
say,
of focus.
Not to say I thought about this a lot, but I think green would go good with my eyes.
Yeah.
So I figure, if I'm gonna look some type of way, like, might as well look right.
All right.
Yeah.
Colton,
Black all day.
black.
Strapless.
Can you get
Ooh.
he
Wait,
needs. Did you bring your
more
boots? Did you bring
importantly-
your boots? We need combat boots with a black dress for Colton.
More importantly, are we, like, do we just have to wear, like, our underwear in the dress? Am I allowed to wear, like, a shirt and shorts underneath? So I don't want to feel, like, violated.
Just the dress.
Just the dress.
No underwear?
Just the dress.
No underwear?
Easy access.
So okay, so we are good for underwear.
Yeah.
Okay, thank fucking God. Jesus Christ, I was scared there for a second.
Is it like women
You know-
clothing way thinner than
you know-
dudes too, though?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going to wear, like, huge women's sizes, the size we are. But just
If we
just
can fucking
how-
find 'em.
You know, not to sound weird for a second, but you realize how vulnerable you're going to feel tonight wearing a dress? Is how women feel all the time.
Do they?
I think so.
I'm gonna feel fucking great.
That was actually that was the thing I was the most afraid about, like losing. Was like how
Wearing the dress?
no how vulnerable I would feel wearing the dress.
He's only had one beer, I promise. Well, unless he drank before this, but
Half a beer.
half a beer. Which means he can't talk well.
So
He doesn't do that good before alcohol.
You know what? More importantly, and I know a lot of women will agree with this. I want my dress to have pockets. That's important to me.
Where are we gonna get these dresses from?
I assume like Goodwill or something. I'm not going to buy like a $50 dress
I
right
assume
now.
Goodwill as well.
I guess so.
Daddy Wyatt, where are we going?
Tori said y'all can borrow some of her dresses if you want.
It just rip them at the seams.
Well, I was gonna.
We'll just close fit them back
What do you
together.
mean rip them at the no sleeves? You better embrace it, son. Get the one not even like the shoulder, like the straight up, like the ones that are like scrunchy up here. This is gonna be so bad.
This is gonna look so bad.
Can we go to
So
like?
bad.
Can we go to like a restaurant that's like very small?
No, you know.
Can we go through a drive-through?
We should go. We should go to like a fancy place and just confuse the living shit out of people.
They can't kick us out.
Wyatt.
We could just say we're ladies.
Yeah.
We're one of them transgenders.
Hey!
No.
Don't hurt your
They
feelings.
can't
Stop
kick
it.
us out. Just saying.
I go by Zimzer. Sorry.
I'm British.
We all have like
The only one who only has like a slight mustache is the one who
we
doesn't
all
wear a
have
dress.
like mad facial hair too, so like it's gonna look even worse.
Can we wear a hat? Can I wear a hat?
it ruins the-
I have to wear a hat. I'm doing a thing with my hair.
What?
It's long.
He's
I'm trying to
teasing it.
slick it back.
He's teasing it.
Okay.
I need to wear this hat.
When did you start doing that?
When I decided to stop shaving and grooming myself. Not all
So
of
you're
it.
gonna do a red hat.
Why
with
do
a
you keep
green
trimming your
dress?
mustache?
Because it gets in my mouth.
So you're gonna do a red hat with a green dress?
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
I'll
it's
have
not Christmas.
I'll
No,
have
you
to
can't
shop
do it.
around. I got hats.
We can swap. I got hats too.
There's like a select few that fit my head. 'cause I
Well,
have
if
a
we're going to
massive
Goodwill, I'm sure they'll have
cranium.
plenty of hats to pick from.
Oh,
Like
gross.
a brim.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, brim, like a fancy hat.
I got hats. Do you need more hats?
I got a pile at the house. I don't know how many actually fit my big ass head, but I'll check.
I'm just gonna go full crazy. I'm gonna wear like my camo floppy hat.
Just confuse the shit out of people.
Yeah, you should wear your like fucked up straw hat, the one that's got like that
big
piece
hole,
missing.
the big
Yeah.
hole in the
Yeah,
middle
yeah,
from
yeah.
all the trees that hit it.
Yeah, and then just like walk around like cross-eyed the whole day.
So I should wear like a tank top and shorty shorts.
He needs like a full suit.
Wyatt, you need
walk in, just, come on, ladies.
Daisy Duke.
Wyatt,
Oh,
Wyatt, no.
Suit.
No,
full
Wyatt
suit.
needs a full
suit.
white or purple suit
With a
and a
cane.
cane and a cane and a top hat. You are our pimp.
If they have it at Goodwill, I will do it.
Yes.
You don't have a suit at home or like dress clothes you can wear?
I don't have a top hat.
It's not about the suit. It's
You know, if I
about
would have
the
guessed
top
any
hat.
one of my friends that did have a top hat, you would be in the top
I've
3.
always wanted one. I've just never gotten one.
Yep, it's the same place the crown is.
His birthday's in May.
How about a fedora? You got a fedora?
Fedoras are
Not one
gay.
that fits.
Hey.
For the situation.
Bitch.
I had a fedora when I had a tinier head, and I never got another one because I look stupid in a fedora.
His brother. Yeah.
All that things can be borrowed from his brother.
I don't think they're the same size.
No, he's
He's built like a stick figure, and somebody he's working on his dad's bod.
He beat us last month.
Beat you by a mile, bud. Too. Not even a little bit.
No,
Like Gap straight.
yeah.
Took us to Gapplebee's, bro.
Just the full menu, no half price appetizers, Gapplebee's. Well, you know, some days you're the hammer. Tonight,
We're getting nailed.
we're all going to be the nail. You know, is what it is. It do be what it do be. But, you know, the good part is be like, the way I think about it is like, what's one night of embarrassment? And we'll remember it for forever.
Good ass food.
Yeah.
I ain't mad about it.
Hey, it doesn't have to be good ass food. We could literally go to Waffle House.
I mean, I feel like that would look really normal in a Waffle House.
At a Waffle House, they'd be like, what do you want?
They'd be like, oh yeah, back
They're not even gonna think twice about it and be like,
You want that? You want that scattered and splattered? Yeah. Well, you know, it'll be fun. I don't
Trying to
want to,
think.
but I'm gonna.
what would be the most crowded restaurant in town today?
Jesus Christ.
Can we go to one out like in like Tampa? That's like a nice one, like a place where like everyone like they have cloth napkins.
Let's go to Burns.
No, not that nice. Wait.
He's
You remember how much we spent at a steakhouse that's similar to Burns,
Okay, first of all, it was probably way better than Burns, and
but similar in like style?
I mean, well, no, remember if you
Thanks.
that was like 4 burps. Pardon me. Pardon me.
Ooh.
If
It was
you-
like it tricked me at first. It was kind of sweet.
Well, that's the IPA. If you remember from what we said about the winner will pay for dinner because we're all putting in the money and blah blah stuff like that. We didn't actually put in a disclosure about if we go over the amount of money. And Wyatt won,
So he gets to pay
still
all
has to pay for dinner tonight.
He still have
It
to.
does.
Uh-huh.
So we could go to
But he-
Burns and he'll
but-
just pick up the tab.
But he gets the problem.
whoa.
Cody, the problem is he gets to pick the place.
this is the problem with checks and balances.
Yep. But if he goes to Waffle House, I'm ordering the menu 4 times over.
He said Waffle House a lot. Don't go there because he keeps bringing it up because he knows
Because it's
nobody's
cheap.
there.
Because it's cheap. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Huh.
We can go to Applebee's.
I mean, technically, we could go to
Oreos,
Publix and just walk around Publix and get stuff and then make dinner at our house.
Oh god, there's so many.
I
options.
don't
I know
think
it's-
I don't think I'm gonna be able to cook later this evening.
Do we? You've never made a hammered pizza?
I'm wearing a dress if I do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got-
no. You can't take the dress off till dinner's done.
Can I have another beer?
Yeah. Oh,
Beer time. Wyatt, you need a beer?
fun fact: there's a cooler in here
Yeah.
full of beer.
Mm-hmm. It's a very fun fact. Yeah. Well, Wyatt gets to pick what we do for dinner.
Wait, I won't torture you guys too much. We can just go to like Applebee's or something.
Oh, not too much. Just like the main place people go in fucking Plant City.
Yeah. Or we could go to the Chili's.
Oh, that one's for me.
Applebee's, because Chili's is too far. Colton, you need a beer?
He's
You
got his ones. I can't drink too many of those, or I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, those are
I'll
the
be
ones.
sideways real quick.
These IPAs and stuff like that. These are the ones 7.7% alcohol.
no,
Yeah, that
that
was
first
9.
one
Yeah.
he gave me was 9.5.
Don't they taste like you're gonna be in pain tomorrow?
Actually, the interesting thing here is, you can drink like 6 of those and be good for a night. Where you got to drink like an 18 pack of these, and you feel better because you actually drank less You're not like so bloated and stuff. I mean, you're hammered as shit the same way or the other, but
No, do you remember when we went hunting and we drank those Coppertail beers?
that was the worst idea that's ever happened.
We split one 6-pack. Or was it an
Dude.
8-pack? No, it was an 8-pack.
It was an 8-pack.
We split one. Actually, I know we didn't even split it. I had 3, and I was fucking way more gone than Cody was after 4.
These
No,
are,
you had 5. Sorry,
It's called experience, right?
these are slow sippers.
Yeah, but the next day, you and I both felt like absolute dog ass.
No, it's they're too heavy for. Well,
Yeah.
you realize like at the hunt camp, you get back at camp at like 8, and you're going to bed by like 10, 11.
Midnight sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have like that small window to drink them. One time I drank a whole 12-pack when I got back from hunting. Like we got to the camp, and then I just started drinking, hanging out with everybody, and I finished 12-pack. Talk about waking up rough. I just laid down in the stand and went to sleep the next day.
You didn't even care.
I made it out there. I got up in the tree stand, and I just...
You're like, I gotta make an appearance.
Yeah, I was
if
like,
I don't get up in the stand,
I'm
Dad's
totally
gonna make fun
here.
of
I
me.
took like a 2.5-hour nap, and then got up.
Dad's gonna make fun of me if
Yeah.
I don't show my face in the stand. You know, these things happen. It's worth it. I don't really drink that much though. Like on a normal basis, like I'm much more of a social
Yeah, I
drinker.
mean, either just couple a day. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And we just split the room. No, just kidding. So, do you guys want to continue doing podcasts like this? Obviously, not challenge podcasts, because fuck Wyatt. Unless we need to just make a podcast that like a challenge,
A physical challenge that I couldn't possibly
right?
ever win.
Like who can?
Could it possibly ever win? Here we are. Were you just flexing?
I was.
That's off camera, but
I was.
We should do like
Not
one
mad
where it's
about it.
like, who can bench press the most? Because I know I'm not going to win.
That
but
falls
I'm-
under physical, and Colton automatically wins. We could just give him the prize now. What's the prize?
Right. No prize for that one. No prize for that one. Just repercussions for the loser.
More like you know what, Ryan. I say for
well, that's not fair.
Well, we're trying to punish you now. Wyatt. We just lost and we don't have to wear dresses tonight.
Let's see if you can do the most jumping jacks.
I want to punish.
I'm thinking of an interesting
Don't you?
aspect here. We did this challenge on our side of the table, right? In a sense,
What do you mean on our side of the table?
like on our strengths, on what we already do. We already
why
work
are you
out.
including you in this?
Well, not me. No. You're right. Sorry, I got a lot going on. Some excuse better than no excuse, right?
But it was
But-
everything was individualized.
Shut up. What I'm saying is
That's why Wyatt won.
the next challenge should be like
The bar was
we
set so
all
low
need
for
to
him.
meet up at like 5
really
o'clock
was.
on a Friday night and see who can drink the more beers without throwing up. Because then we're in Wyatt's territory, and if we beat him, then he looks like a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
After the whole airport incident,
Pictures only.
I'm pretty
That
sure.
was awesome.
I'm
was.
pretty sure. You want to tell people the story?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Right. Oh, go ahead.
I don't even remember getting in the car.
We're jumping to the end here.
I want to start it off. I want to start off by saying that Cody was supposed to pick us up from the airport. Instead, Cody just brought my car to me,
Yeah.
and
That's
I
basically
drove.
We made it an
them home.
adventure.
Look.
That was fun. I was jealous that I was late, or that my plane was late coming back home, and you guys were having fun.
He told me he
waiting
was
on
coming to get you, and I've been to the airport by myself before. I know it sucks. So I was like, let's just go have a couple drinks and wait for him. And then that turned into
That
jumping
sounds like
from one
we should just go
restaurant
wait
to
for
another
random.
restaurant.
We should go wait for random people at the airport one day.
The irony in this is originally this was supposed to happen at 9 in the morning because the first text, and you did correct yourself, but the first text I got was that his flight was going to be at 9 a.m. And I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to show up at 6 a.m.
I didn't say AM. Just for notice, everyone, me and Cody do everything in military time with each other, and I accidentally didn't tell him military time. I just said 9:17 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I immediately sent a follow-up text that said 21:17 to let him know that it was PM 9:17.
Which I didn't read because I completely ignored Ryan most of the time. But but I thought I was gonna have to go at 9 a.m. So I was like, shit, I don't want to like get up at like fucking 8 o'clock and drive to the airport. I was like, so I asked Wyatt, and we were actually gonna go in the morning and do this.
Yeah.
And go early
Can
at
you
like
imagine?
6
Can you
a.m. and
imagine?
get hammered.
I have to
and
go to
wait
the
for you.
hospital to find you guys.
So, anywho, ends up being 9 o'clock at night. The flight's supposed to come in. So we show up at a respective 6:30. Slam beers in the car in the parking lot because you know airport beers are expensive. So we're like, we might as well bring some of our own. So
we waited till we got to the parking lot.
we did. We parked.
We did.
The car was in park. It was still running technically, but it was in park. Slammed some beers. Went into the airport. Explored for a minute. Tried to figure out what gate you guys were going to come from, so we could figure it out. And then we went to one bar and had 3 drinks.
I think we had 2 or
Well,
3.
we both had beers, and then you had a mixed drink, and I had a beer. Or I guess it was just the two. And then we went to the other.
Just trying to stay on that mic.
My bad, dog.
You're good.
And then we went to another bar, and we sat down there and had. We both had two.
What was that?
what
Old
the-
fashions made
yeah,
with
yep.
what
Old
was
fashions,
it?
which I.
What was
Maker's Mark,
Maker's
40,
Mark
42,
46,
42,
64,
whatever
46.
the hell the number. The fancy Maker's Mark. But when I tell you they mixed them right, bro, like it wasn't like
Dude.
it wasn't like you're supposed to make it. It basically
No.
just tasted like whiskey and orange is what it tasted
I
like.
think
Wait, isn't that
after
what
the
you're supposed
first
to
one,
do?
the bartender was like, "Oh, I see what these guys are trying to do. I'm gonna hook them up."
Yeah, and then we had like two more beers.
Or he's like, fuck, I'm a bartender in the goddamn airport.
We did that. And then we had like two more beers apiece after that and some horrible nachos.
Yeah,
Awful. They're like $18 nachos. Awful.
yeah. We picked them up.
It's
like,
airport
all
food.
the
It's not
cheese
supposed to be good. It's supposed to do a
had-
job.
You
All
can't
the cheese
fuck
cooled
up
off,
nachos.
and you could pick it up like one big nacho cake.
No, you couldn't. Yeah, and the paper came with it. You couldn't
Yeah,
peel the
the
cheese
paper
off the
came with
fucking
it.
paper. That's bullshit.
It was like
But-
$12 nachos, man.
But that you made up for it with the liquor they gave you.
I guess.
It's a balancing act.
You ordered a
'Cause think about
$12
people-
old fashioned. They might as well be good.
But people,
Yeah.
when they go to the airport, if they're ordering a drink, it's because they want to take off the edge for when they get on the plane. So that completely makes sense to me.
Well, it blew my mind because normally when I get an old fashioned, there's like that much whiskey in a glass, but these things were almost full.
yeah, they were like to the top.
Like,
they
to
didn't,
the top.
They didn't garnish them, which pissed Wyatt off.
I didn't.
They're supposed. No, you.
Oh
had-
yeah, I wanted a black cherry or just a little thing.
Yeah, he had a
orange in
moment,
there.
but
We lost to him.
bro.
Well, because it was, they might as well just pour me a 4 shot of the whiskey we
they
put
might-
in it.
they- dude, might
and
as
just
well.
drink
I
whiskey
don't-
straight.
But we finish all that. We're both like 6, 7, 8 drinks deep. And then we're like, oh, let's go walk around. 1, to find a fucking bathroom. And then 2, we just start walking down this hallway. And we leave, there's like double doors. And then
this.
they're closed.
Maybe don't tell this part.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. So these double doors are closed, and Wyatt's like, "Oh, let's just go." And I'm like, "Wyatt, the doors are closed." He's like, "Well, they're not locked." And he just opens the door. We fucking walk, and we go into this area. There's nobody, and we just keep going, and we keep checking doors as we're going because there's like conference rooms and all this shit. And we just none of them were open.
Can you imagine someone like comes in the next day and there's 2 dudes passed out on their conference room table?
Bro, it gets better. It
They're
gets
there for
better.
a safety meeting or something.
It's not like we were stealing it. They were just looking around.
We hit the next set of double doors and go through them. Still nobody. Nothing's locked. We get down to the end of the hallway and there's a fucking like patio out. It's like open and you can like you're next to the runway and the
So
doors.
you technically could have just walked out and like punched a plane.
Well, you would have had to jump like 40 feet, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not on ground level in there. You go up a floor or 2.
Yeah.
When you walk in, it's like you have to
Oh,
go up
yeah,
like
yeah.
2 escalators to get to the level.
So it's just a door open to like the outside.
It
Yeah.
it was a patio area. It was like
Oh,
it was like
okay,
plants
gotcha,
and
gotcha,
chairs, but there was nobody at all.
Almost like a break area kind of thing.
I would guess we just wandered around it, walked through everything, and then wandered back in. Went through another set of double doors, and ended up back where we started. It was like a big loop. And then we went and got more beers.
Yeah.
because you texted us and said that your plane's tire was flat or some shit.
Yeah.
So it got delayed
Delayed.
Wow, delayed like 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then, they hadn't even cleaned up the table we were sitting at, so we just sat back down at the same table.
It's an airport, bro. It's airport food.
Yeah, we never left.
Had like 3 more beers apiece, and then you text us that you landed. So we walked isn't the right word. Stumbled.
Yeah.
Meandered.
I don't remember like you coming out of the terminal
Yeah,
I don't remember
no,
getting in your
so
car. I don't remember going home.
I remember all that. Me and Wyatt and I make it to the terminal, and we're standing there. And mind you, it's like any other time somebody gets off a plane. There's like 40 people standing there waiting for their wife or girlfriend or kids or whatever the hell. Wyatt and me are standing there, and I'm sway. I can feel myself swaying. Wyatt's bouncing off me, not swaying. And screaming when he's talking, like yelling, and I keep looking. I'm like, Wyatt, shut the fuck up! You're gonna get us in. Like security's walking by. I'm like, Wyatt, stop!
You're worried about Wyatt yelling and being
I
drunk
don't
more
remember
so
this.
than you just
no.
going in like a restricted areas.
No, fuck that. That was stupid. If they didn't want us there, they would lock the door.
Wouldn't there have been a sign too saying like employees only or like authorized personnel only? There should have been a sign.
Or something like key card or
No comment.
I blame.
So-
I blame
I think as long as we're not stealing or destroying anything, who cares? We weren't gonna.
what
stay.
you guys need to do next time is take a ladder. and just walk around with a ladder.
Like high vis vests and a ladder and hard hats and just walk in with it.
No one's gonna ask you what you're there for,
bro.
Like, we're here to fix the thing.
You could literally walk straight onto a plane that's boarding without tickets, with a ladder and high vis. Like I firmly believe that. They'd be like, oh, they're doing something on the plane.
There's a sprinkler at the back. We had to fix it.
And just get the air marshal.
Freeze! Just like
right, like get shot with rubber bullets. That sounds great.
No, imagine this. Like you like pull out a badge. It's just got a picture, like not even like a good picture, just like a random picture. Not even you though.
It's just a drawn
Just
star.
the fact that you're
Picture that we
doing it, the
doodled.
motion.
You just like walk up and you're just like, yeah, we're at the ladder. You just like walk on the plane.
We're with the people that do the things.
Right, and then and I imagine like the poor like lady who's like checking everybody there would just be like, oh well, they're okay. They deal with some crazy ass people. There was one time I was on a plane. I think we were going to Boston, and I'm like on my way. And I don't fucking remember where we're going. I think we were somewhere between Boston and here, and we get on this plane and we're sitting at like the back of the plane because we cheap as fuck. And then there's this dude who gets on, who is clearly just zoinked, just something. But it wasn't weed. He was like on some like pills or something. The dude is like flopping all over, like it was just terrible. And like literally, I'm like the whole time, I'm like, because I've got the aisle seat, and I just like constantly like got the corner of my eye on this dude because dude was fucking like, I don't know, he was being really really crazy. Thank God he fell asleep like as soon as the plane was in the air, which I imagine is why he took the medication or whatever he took. So that he could be
We
high
pray
as
it's
hell.
medication that was prescribed to him.
But like nobody,
abusing drugs is bad.
there was not a single person on that plane that thought that dude was sober. Not a single fucking person. That's what I thought was so crazy. He's like, not one person's like, maybe this guy shouldn't be 37,000 feet in the air with this giant fucking missile.
No, he probably, in his mind, he probably thought he was completely fine. He's like, no, I'm totally playing this off. I'm fine. I'm fine. He's like,
He's probably sitting there like, they don't even know. Yeah, and like the whole time I'm literally like, he looked like one of those dudes, like if he tried to like do anything crazy, I would just walk up and just push him. Just literally just touch
like
him, and he'd be
bump
like,
him.
he would just like swing, and like as he's like falling to the ground, like he looked like he was made out of just like goo at that point. Like it looked like his bones were wiggly. Like it was just no.
He probably took an edible, I would imagine.
I imagine it wasn't an edible because I imagine with an edible you're just like, granted this is from somebody who's never done anything, but I imagine you just
so he says.
you just be sitting there like eyes wide open, just like, wow, look at the pretty colors. But then
I wouldn't say eyes wide open. More like eyes like quarter open.
wow, look at the pretty colors. But regardless,
What do you think weed does to you?
like eating it or smoking it.
No, it doesn't matter.
Either or.
You don't
both of
see
those do
color.
different things.
No, it's a different high, but you don't see fucking colors. It's
No,
you're not
doesn't-
tripping on acid.
Oh, and I thought it did the same
Like,
thing.
why is the wall melting? That's not weed, bro.
No.
I thought edibles like made you like see everything more
Stone.
vibrantly.
It's
No.
classified as a hallucinogen, but it doesn't make you hallucinate.
Yeah. Okay. No,
Just question
somebody needs to measure. Okay. No, he's clearly a virgin to anything. Someone needs to
To
get.
anything. Okay, yeah.
You know
I've
what I'm
never
saying.
done like I've never smoked weed before.
All right, we're gonna have to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're gonna go get Ryan stoned.
No. Regardless.
I do need to pee though. So we can take a break.
Already?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we're like fucking like 20 minutes into this.
Like 3
Okay.
years.
All right, pause it.
I'm gonna pause it.
Somehow we're adults. Doo doo doo.
Somehow we're adults.
So, we should do a. You said last time you wanted to do this like regular thing, like once a month. We switch who buys the alcohol. Was it you that said that?
No, I think we both did.
I think it was a collective group idea. But I think we should do this once a month. You guys cool with doing that?
Hell yeah.
I was thinking too.
Not challenge podcast once a month,
No,
every
no,
month.
no,
That's
no,
that's
no.
fucking
We'll do that like once a year.
entirely too much.
Once a year. Once I can devise a plot. To end up in jail or shot.
Why'd you look at me when you said that, Ryan?
Why? I said it earlier. I want to punish you.
You that's what you want to do when we started this, and he still beat you.
And that urge
Yeah,
has
I
since-
remember your words
that
were, "I'm
small
going to force
flame-
you to work out," and I didn't
that
work out.
small flame has now just been doused in gasoline, and I can't. When I'm wearing a dress later tonight, it is gonna grow into a California wildfire. I was getting at though. I was telling Colton about this. I think I'm gonna end up putting the podcast that we all do together, where we're drinking stuff, on like Patreon. Which is, I don't know if you know what Patreon is. Put it just on Patreon, and then I'll only release like the first like 20 minutes of the podcast everywhere else. So that way, and here's my thought, everyone who subscribes to Patreon will pretty much be doing it to A, support the podcast, and B, to like get the content that is our podcast, which are always fun and everyone's jelly. I get it. But we can take that money and use that to buy alcohol. So since I did it this first time,
Hear what you're supporting, Patreon subscribers.
Alcohol.
You're gonna fund our addictions.
you get to buy our drinks for our podcast. How cool would that feel as like a collective group of Patreons?
I feel like they should make comments about what we should drink, so we have to drink awful things. They can come up with like they're like, oh, you can only drink the Mountain Dew
what if you-
alcohol
this idea?
seltzers.
Well,
no, this is gonna be fun.
Wait, say
we
that
come
one
up
more
with
time, but
stuff-
slower.
Do
They
like
have
a
Mountain Dew seltzers now, don't they? Isn't it Mountain Dew
Yeah.
with liquor? It's like a White Claw, but it's Mountain
Baja
Dew.
Blast.
I'm sure you
No,
seen the Flamin' Cheeto Mountain Dews.
Do like a
They
like
need
a-
that in a seltzer, and that's
do
what
like-
people could tell us to drink.
Do like a survey and then let the viewers pick what we're drinking for the
yeah,
podcast.
you could do like a poll.
Yeah.
Don't they do that on Instagram? I don't know shit about Instagram. I don't do social media, but
Yeah, I can do that. I can do poll. I think you can do them in Patreon too. But regardless of that, I
you
think it
just
would be
changed
cool.
the entire color of the room, Colton. Whatever the hell you just did. Ah, there it is. Mountain Dew. Oh yeah. The
Mountain Dew
seltzer, see?
malt beverage.
Zero sugar.
It's
Of
like
course, Colton finds a zero sugar
Fucking
one.
Four Locos all over again. Have a stroke and die after 3 drinks.
Flamin' hot
Because
Cheeto
you want to be
Mountain Dew.
drunk
Have you seen
and
that?
Why?
because
It's a real thing.
because
I
you
believe
want to be
I'm looking at it and I know it's real, but
It's
what the fuck?
because you want to
What?
be drunk and you
No,
want
no,
heartburn
no.
and you want to die.
That's
$25.
There's no alcohol in that. That's just a drink that people drink.
Ew.
I don't know who the fuck works over
Somebody-
at Mountain Dew who
somebody
was
who wants
like, this is a
heartburn and
good
diabetes.
idea. Well,
It's only 22. Oh no, 117% of their
It's
daily
mostly
amount
just
of sugar.
red and yellow dye.
it's just red and yellow dye.
Water and
Those are
spicy
chemical
high
burns
fructose
you're
corn
feeling,
syrup.
not spiciness.
It's also can be used as a solvent.
Clean wounds with this.
If you get like the spray nozzle attachment, you can use it as brake cleaner.
Fucking cheaper than brake cleaner.
Spicy brake cleaner.
Dude, that's
Fucking. How much was it? How many calories were in a can?
I,
200.
who-
Does it crunch
220.
when you drink it? Can you like?
I don't. I mean, I don't mind Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and I don't mind Mountain Dew.
And I like drinking and eating those things together. I don't want to do it in the same motion.
I feel like we should buy a case so we can try it together on the podcast.
I think it's
that would be.
it's a real time saver. You
That's
don't have
awful.
To eat
You know, that sounds
Cheetos and
awful.
drink
If the
Mountain Dew.
podcast was making like Joe Rogan money, I would just be like, hey, Jamie, order me some of them. But if they're $25 for one can,
no, it's not.
Why
you
didn't
can
even
buy it
bring
at
the-
no,
Walmart.
just
Why
the
is it
guy at
Walmart?
Etsy.
Wyatt didn't even bring the crown tonight.
It's artisan made. It takes a long time.
I'm sorry.
You had to pre-order that 3 years
Mountain
in advance.
Dew soda, flaming hot.
You can buy it at Walmart or
Dude,
fucking Publix.
okay, on the honeymoon. You talk about spicy
Publix
drinks.
available in
They're available everywhere, bro.
33614.
I don't know where that's at.
Don't say area codes on this podcast. People are gonna figure this out.
They know we're in Central fucking
I'm sorry.
Florida. You've said things,
27859.
whatever. So we went to a brewery. So
One of these.
yeah. So we went to a brewery in Flagstaff, Arizona. So Flagstaff, Arizona is like this fucking little hippie town. Like it's fucking awesome. I loved it. And breweries on fucking every
You're
other
a total hippie.
no like fucking like local breweries, like coffee shops, like all the shit that like the environment bros go to. You know what I mean? And so so we loved it. And we it's like a ski town too. There's like mountains all around. Route 66 runs right through it. I
Cool.
learned that. And then also they're like they fucking get shit ton of trains through that area. And so it was a super cool town. And we went to a bunch of breweries while we were out there. One of them was shout out Dark Sky Brewing something
Brewing
like that.
company.
They called it DSB. I thought it sounded cool. And so we went there, and they had so we're trying different shit there.
I'm sorry, Colton made me laugh. Look, tell it again, bro.
The TV says cool story, bro. For
In case anybody wonders why Wyatt just started hysterically laughing. So we're at the brewery. And I'm like getting beers and stuff. It's like you're trying different craft beers and shit. And it's cool. They have like a legit pizza oven, like a fucking like Italian style like brick pizza oven. And And so I'm getting beers, and this dude, like, the server's super cool. He brings us a bunch of like different drinks, like some of the shit we didn't even order. He goes, "Hey, this was like a miss pour, and I wanted to give this one to you guys, see what you think." Like one of them was like this coconut thing that would kill a small child. That was fucking. So it was like you think coconut, and you're like, "Oh, this would be light and refreshing." No, that'll fucking kill you, dude. That shit was fucking like it was drinking
taste like coconut.
It was like drinking coconut syrup mixed with like whiskey. It was fucking, but it was a beer. It was I didn't finish it.
No. Coconut's good as like a hint of coconut.
Right?
Flavor.
No.
You don't want like
no.
full on.
This
like,
is gagging you with coconut.
Ew.
This is like throwing it down your throat. You're gonna cough and feel it in your,
bro.
You're gonna fucking cough and feel it in your asshole. Coconut. That's what I'm saying.
no, thank you.
Yeah, it was like straight. Okay, that way. Not gonna shit on Dark Sky Brewing. Most of their beers were good.
You can't know something sucks unless you try it first.
All breweries have
weird shit.
They test the waters. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this.
No, I'm just saying that's what
He
they
was,
do.
he was
Try
telling
something.
me. He was telling me some of the beers. Like he said, his favorite one is like this one they make with Oreos, and they use like fucking like 1,300 Oreos to make this beer. No, he said it's fucking awesome. Like, I don't know, whatever.
That sounds odd.
He works at a brewery, whatever. So one of the ones he brought was like it looks like a fucking Coors Light. Like it's just like a you see right. Some of the beers are like dark beers, and then others are like ambers and shit. This one fucking just you can see right through it. And he goes, "This is and he tells me the name of it, whatever the fucking name was it. And then he's like, it's actually brewed in tequila barrels, and then not whiskey barrels, hot sauce barrels."
No.
I was like, I literally looked at before I even tried it. I was like, why? Who is mad at somebody and bought them these?
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like a jalapeno margarita. You ever dabbled in that?
Huh, I
No,
haven't
don't.
heard of that before.
Don't. It's a waste of fucking time.
No, I saw it on the menu and I decided that I liked myself enough to not do it.
That's one of those ones you're listening to like an Eminem. Please don't call me wondering why. It's just like raining outside and it's just like yeah, that's when you drink those. when you're
No.
very upset. And so I smelled it first. Bad idea. Like straight up vinegar and spicy.
Ugh.
And then I tasted it, and it was like, imagine you had a glass, and you drank. It was tequila in it, and you drank most of it. There's just a little bit left, not like a bunch, just a little bit left. And then you're like, you know what, a dash of hot sauce in this would be great. And then you poured a craft beer on it.
Sounds terrible, bro.
It sounds so bad.
Like immediate acid reflux. I'd never have problems with acid reflux. And immediate, I was like, I was like, I need something to wash that down with. The bad part, he brought it for my wife. When he gave it to me, he's like, "Oh, this is a miss pour, so I figured your wife might want to try it." And I literally was like,
It's
she doesn't like anything that tastes like alcohol.
it's spicy. We figured she'd like it.
Okay, no, she is a little spicy, but no, it was not good. All the other beers there, great, bro. Pizza had like a ground. It was like obviously sausage, but it was ground sausage and like a butter sauce, and then like wild local honey on top of it. And they cook these pizza in the pizza oven in like 25 seconds. They like dump it in there. And the dude just like does a twirl and then like grabs them. Like they cooked so fast. It was amazing pizza. Amazing pizza. That's my my beer story from Flagstaff, Arizona. Shout out. Cool. Amazing town though. Like super fun. We went brewery hopping and shit. We had this like crazy. It was like this Asian inspired burger, and I was like, that sounds like I wouldn't order that. But then I read the first thing it says is like the description is like award winning, and none of the other burgers said it. And they're like that's their main, like when you look at their menu, like that's the main section is burgers. And if they're gonna say they're an award winning burger place,
They put like lo mein on top or something. Because that sounds
no,
awesome.
it was like I Colton, can I get you to Google this place?
Is it teriyaki chicken instead of beef?
Lumberyard Brewing.
That's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Just explain the burger.
No, I honestly, bro, I was fucking. It was the third brewery we went to. I was smashed.
It was cat with what spices?
No, this is like a brewery. This is like, yeah, there it is. Yeah. So scroll down and then find the.
When you do this, when you put this up, is there a way to like put the TV on the thing so they understand, or are we just supposed to explain it? Because I want.
No, we're just gonna explain it.
How
So
descriptive I need to be.
no, scroll down.
We're scrolling through a menu at the moment. I apologize.
Vietnamese burger. Is that what? No.
Vietnamese burger?
Yeah. Bro, yeah.
Oh, it's pork. It's not beef.
No, but it's a beef burger with that shit on top of it.
No, it says.
What is pickled daikon?
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 Dickon?
Daikon?
What you just said.
But that was the one on their menu, like the actual
Sriracha
printout meat.
aioli
Yeah.
Bro.
Bro.
Sriracha aioli.
Cilantro.
Sriracha- There's an A at the end.
on a bolillo roll.
A bolillo. Where's Chef Paul when we need
It's
him?
a burger that's weird.
Bro. Fucking smacked. I guarantee you, Cody, you would be like, give me 3 of them bitches. That shit was on point.
I'm a fan of burgers.
The daikon things are carrots.
The biggest issue I have with burgers
Pickled
anywhere.
daikon. Go, Colton, can you Google what a daikon is?
And I'm not talking about like fast food burgers, but like you go to a restaurant, you get a burger. Nobody knows how to fucking cook a burger. Have you noticed that? You order a burger and it like
I've noticed
they fuck them up. They cook
places
the
that
shit
charge
out
more
of
than
them.
$15 for a burger, they all taste the same. Nobody's are
Right.
worth it. Nobody's worth it past $15.
Sad. It's sad.
Like I would take most burgers that are over $15, and I would rather have Five Guys.
Yeah.
Well, Five Guys is award winning.
It's next level.
It's award
It's
winning.
next level.
Well, that's
You're
'cause
paying
everybody thinks
$20 for a fucking burger and fries right
That's
now.
because they think
but-
it's got to be fancy. No, burgers are meant to be greasy and just
It's poor
big
people food.
balls of
Let it be
butter
poor
and
people
grease.
food.
Literally,
Like,
it's like oh no, I can't get the steak and lobster or the rib rack. Like I'm just gonna get a burger. It doesn't need to be $25 fucking dollars. Colton, that was
No.
impressive.
You know, you're constantly complimenting his burps. I noticed that in the last podcast.
No,
So, okay, daikon.
First of all, a good burp deserves a compliment.
Daikon, sometimes called Oriental radish, winter radish, is a root vegetable similar to the shape of a large carrot with a flavor that's similar to a mild red radish.
Welcome to Wikipedia, y'all.
That's not Wikipedia, is it? Regardless,
Close enough.
that shit was delicious. One of the best burgers I've ever had. Amazing. Shout out Lumberyard Brewing. And then, yeah, it was a good time. It's a good time. Ate a lot of chorizo on vacation.
Well, in New Mexico, I've been in New Mexico. You can get green chilies put on fucking anything.
Same thing in Arizona.
Anything you want.
It's no, and you don't even have to order it. It's
No,
on it already.
It's like it's
on
on
already.
It's either there or it's on the side. Like green chilies, those are fucking tight.
Yeah. So
Like-
it's their state bird. I also learned first time to Colorado, state bird of Colorado, the Subaru.
Bro, Colorado's beautiful.
It,
Been there what, twice now?
yeah.
Yeah, both times with this man next
gorgeous.
to me.
It is super gorgeous.
I love it out
It's
there.
never
As
as
far
gorgeous
as-
as Wyatt standing in the sunset.
Scenery wise,
It is pretty majestic.
It is.
scenery wise, I liked Utah better. Driving through. How about that? Let's
We
say that.
haven't been through a lot of Utah, but we've been through Colorado quite a
Southern
bit
U-
at this point.
Southern
Yeah.
Utah. Fucking
Literally,
gorgeous.
we've been out the north side, we've been out the south side.
I think we've been just every inch of Colorado.
Well, okay, you're-
Except like the
Well,
the
no,
top,
well, we haven't been through all the mountain
northeast
roads,
part.
but we've done a lot in the north and the south side. In Colorado, man, that's like next level shit. It's beautiful.
Every time you think you saw everything that there is to see, there's something else.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
there's nothing like parking on the side of the road and you're like, it's like a cliff and the colors are changing and all the plants are like orange and yellow and it's beautiful and Wyatt's taking a piss next to the car. It's just it's breathtaking.
It was. I have videos of like slow. I'd put it in slow mo on my camera of it like snowing. It's the
No.
fucking coolest
well,
thing.
we haven't been there when it snowed, but
No.
Bro, it's so fucking nice because like it literally like I don't know if your guys' moms ever watched Hallmark movies.
never. What? What's Hallmark?
I know. So let me explain. No. So it literally like the whole time we went to Breckenridge, Colorado, and the whole time we're there, I'm literally like, I fucking like where's the camera gonna come out? I feel like I'm in a movie.
Where's the small town lady running a bakery where the lawyer from the big city comes
no,
in?
No, we found the bakery. We found the bakery. It wasn't a lawyer. It was a real estate agent.
He was just looking for some bread and he found the love of his life.
No, dude, 10 out of 10. Loved Breckenridge, Colorado. Hardest part was breathing. The air was so thin up there.
That's only you, because we went there and we were fine.
You went to Breckenridge?
No, we were all through the mountains in Colorado. We were fine the entire time.
Right. that if you're just sitting, that's fine.
No. We hiked Colorado.
We were at the top of Mount Evans, which is like the highest point.
Yeah, it's like
in Colorado.
14,000 Mount Evans, 14,000 something
Mount
feet, if I
Evans
remember correctly.
elevation. Oh, well, we were there for a long time. We showed up dehydrated.
Don't do that.
Wait, here come
That's
the
bad
excuses. Here come them.
I'm being serious. But regardless, the base elevation is 10,000 feet.
Yeah, but Mount Evans, 14,265 feet.
Yeah.
We hiked. So you can drive most of the way to the top, and there's like a 300-yard hike to the very top, which I fake pushed Wyatt off of, which was hilarious.
It was pretty funny.
not for Wyatt at the time, but
Looking back,
we did all that just fine. You just sound like you got issues.
we were there for also 3 days. You guys were probably there only for the day when you did that, or no?
I mean, we had landed in Colorado. It was like 3 or 4 days into the trip. Oh, Colton's making a certain sign.
By the time you're 4 days into it, though, your body's acclimated. It takes like 3 days to get acclimated.
Yeah, some excuse is better than no excuse.
Whatever. No, I'm not joking at all. It takes like 3 or 4 days to get after we left Colorado and went to Utah.
That's because you go down in elevation.
Yeah, 2,000 feet. It was still 7,000 feet in Utah where we were at.
You're still higher. You're lower than you were.
But higher than Denver, and probably higher than where
Denver's
you guys.
a mile high city. It's lower than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were higher in Utah than we were in Denver.
Were you?
Yeah. Regardless,
Colton's just doing a lot. Colton's doing a lot today off camera. I apologize.
I'm feeling attacked. Regardless, it was the air was really thin up there, and I was able to breathe like it was fine. Danielle.
Well, to be fair, we've lived our entire lives at below sea level. So
not below sea level, but we ain't far above it. I think we're like 50 feet here.
Yeah.
Because if I go to my front yard and dig a hole 3 feet down is water, we're not real far above it.
My wife's resting heart rate one night, the night after we went skiing. So like high strain score kind of day, resting heart rate while asleep, lowest it went 101.
That sounds unhealthy.
I don't know. It sounds like Colton.
Colton's just different. He's built different.
Yeah, my wedding night, he had a 20 strain score.
But boy, we was dancing like nobody's business.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But we got down, bro. That was a hell of a night. The stress leading up to that night was shit, and it was awful, and there was so much going on.
Oh yeah, tell me more about how stressful it was for you.
First of all, I'm right there with you. Don't.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got to get married that day too.
Okay, well, obviously not that stress, but the rest of it, getting ready and getting shit set up and this and that, blah blah. Like it was a shit show for the up until the point of, and then it all turned out all right because we all did so much, but. That night turned out fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I had a good time.
It was a great time.
Good time. I wish I could go back and do it again because there was a lot of things I missed.
Yeah. Well, for so many reasons, there was a lot of things I missed too. Mm-hmm. Well, I was there. Thank you, Colton. Colton's a real MVP here.
There was 2 big charcuterie boards, and I didn't get no lunch meat. So I was a little. I glanced at it as I was walking by.
I still got a pack of salami in my fridge from that. If you want to eat that and pretend like it's your wedding night.
Oh yeah, I've got some too.
I gave him one of them because I couldn't eat all of them.
So for the next podcast that we do, that is a drinking podcast. What will be like? What do you want to talk about? Because one of the things you mentioned previously was you wanted to do like current events kind of thing. Also, like I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. We were gonna do release just the first 20 minutes of the podcast
on Patreon. You did.
Yeah. Just the first 20 minutes everywhere else, so people can start listening to it. And if they want to listen to the rest of it, they can.
You force them to give you money. I like it.
No, I'm incentivizing them to. But buy us drinks. It's fun. Support local. We're a microbrewery.
we don't brew anything. We're a small business.
We're brewing thought. Or I guess the lack of thought.
Sponsored by Buffalo Trace.
Sponsored by Voodoo Ranger.
We're not sponsored by any of these people. We're not sponsored by anybody except for like our wallets at this point.
Just Ryan.
No, I've brought beer. He's brought beer. We've all actually I think my Buffalo Trace is what we drank last time. Mm-hmm. So sponsored by Cody.
I do not remember drinking any Buffalo Trace last time.
Bitch, let's watch the video.
I do.
It was apple juice.
I poured it.
Yeah, he did pour it. Yes, a whole glass of it.
It was so fun making the videos, the ones that I was posting on social media. It was so fun. Because I get to control what you guys say. This is my favorite.
and everyone, listen. This is how the media controls everyone.
Oh yeah, for
Pay
sure.
attention because this is what they do.
Yeah. I've got like
You can
maybe
cut and
40
paste
hours
and
of
copy
experience
and all this. Right.
Yeah, maybe 40 hours.
Scary.
I can imagine somebody
Pay
like
attention.
5 years experience.
Just saying.
Yeah, who does it 40 hours a week?
Just saying.
They can. I'm telling you.
You go on camera. Make sure you say what you're gonna say. Oh.
Oh, Colton needs a beer.
The cooler bitch is on.
So I think we just gonna chill here and then the podcast till once we run out of beer and then we'll meander on to getting.
Who the fuck? Wait, first of all, more important, who's driving
That's
us?
what I'm wondering.
I've got arrangements for us.
That's terrifying. There's gonna be an angry person in the car.
It's gonna be a hostile environment.
You can't even say it straight face.
We will get there.
Nah.
We have $200 to spend, so we can get a fucking Uber if worse come to worse.
An Uber in bumfuck nowhere.
It's gonna cut into the meal costs.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll get there. Wyatt's got great cardio according to the Whoops data, so we could just have him walk with us there.
We'll get in a shopping cart. He can just pull us back.
Yeah.
Woo. Boy, them shopping cart the shopping cart wheels don't want the three of us in it.
Nope.
Maybe if we did like a train of them.
Can I tie it to a bike?
Oh,
What?
in Utah, I saw the Mormons.
We stayed in Mormon Central and we didn't see any Mormons.
Right?
Or we just
Salt
didn't
Lake
look
City,
hard enough.
Utah. We didn't see a goddamn Mormon there.
They knew we
I
were
just
gotta
went
go
to
to
the
small
I
town.
just went to the weirdest gas station I've ever been into, ever. On the face, like, you want to go to a weird gas station?
There needs
Salt
to be a
Lake City,
story.
Utah. There is a story. Wyatt and I, we're driving 14 hours. We're leaving.
Oh shit! Was that when we left?
We left
Scott's?
Yeah, we left Scott's, which is Portland, Oregon, and we were driving to Jesus Christ, Salt Lake City, Utah. It's like 12 or 14 hours, something like that.
It's really not that bad. I would think that'd be a longer drive.
No, it's not. It's relatively close. It's not horrible. I mean, it's not like Florida where you can drive to Miami in 4 hours,
Yeah.
or Key West in 8. It's not the end of the world.
Right.
But we get there and we're like, okay, let's order because this is the first time we're gonna stay in a hotel in
4 days, 5 days.
I was gonna say 6,
Probably.
5 or 6 days. We had stayed at Scott's the night before, but we're gonna stop and get a hotel just so we can rest and blah blah blah. So we're like, let's pick up pizzas and we'll pick up beer and we'll just like hang out, eat pizzas, watch TV, have beers, like just chill in the hotel room, like rest,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
No, Colin, it's like this.
Well, it can be both. But
So we
They call that docking.
we pull into Salt Lake City and we found a random fucking pizza place. Stop, get pizza. There's 14 cop cars across the street, lights on. I don't know what the hell's going on. Get the pizza, go back.
pepperoni, please.
Yeah, literally. Well, we ordered it before we got there because we're not degenerates. But get the pizzas.
That's negotiable.
We get the pizzas. We go down the road and we're passing like a Shell station. We're like, okay, we'll swing in. We'll get like a 12-pack of beer and we'll just for the night. Pull in. Wyatt stays in the car. I get out. Like, I'll cover it. Don't worry. I walk in there and there's security guards. There's 2 of them. Like full-on security guards in this Shell fucking gas station.
Yeah, the gas station on the corner, just the regular gas station.
Like the random ass gas. There's a security guard, just 2 of them. Yeah. Right? And there's like I don't know, there's like gangbanger looking dudes in there, like just like tatted up, just scary looking people. And then there's 2 dudes in suits in front of them in the line. And I'm like, how are there dudes in suits and like people who could murder me in 3 seconds? We're all in the same gas station and there's security. I'm like really confused. It was just like, it was weird.
I'm sure they were thinking the same
Ryan's
thing.
making a face, but they were
Like,
both
when you
white.
walked
I don't know why
in.
he's making that face.
No, my face is just like I Utah's just a beautiful
It was
place.
just fucking weird, man.
So what I don't
like
understand
it was
about-
like these hillbilly gangbanger dudes who look like they're gonna like murder me 2 dudes in suits.
Let me give you
And
my,
we're all standing in line together.
let me give you my Utah stories. So my
it was just,
Utah
it was just
stories-
fucking odd.
That is pretty
I don't
weird.
know.
But Utah's like that. Let me explain my stories, and we'll like make them meet.
Can I
So
pee first?
again, we just peed 20 minutes ago.
Potty break.
Okay, potty break, then Utah stories.
Somehow we're adults. Do.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Why doesn't have his headphones on? Shut up.
Oh my God, he can't hear anything.
Shut up, bitch.
All right, first off, Wyatt, can you please not cross your legs in a chair? That makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, but it makes me super comfortable. Thank you. Oh, better.
You wanna come this way?
He can do what he wants.
I'm fine right
Okay.
here.
All right, my Utah story. So we stayed in like central Utah, like about 2 hours south of Salt Lake City, and bro, it's gorgeous country. I mean, you've been to Utah, like all through it. It's just gorgeous. Everywhere you look, there's a fucking mountain or plateau or some kind of rocky shit. It's amazing.
Yeah.
What Colton said. And then Wyatt doesn't have a beer.
I'm okay.
Um.
I need a second.
He needs a second.
Okay, he needs a second. That's what he needs.
Don't be a pusher.
He needs a second. Oh, like he's never done it to us.
Not once, ever.
I shotgunned to water last podcast. And he was like,
We're getting there. We're working on it, y'all.
I'm just a lot more subtle about it.
This is what the people want.
I'll just set your beer right there and make you drink it.
This is what the people want. So we went to Zion from that central place, we did go to Zion, but the first time we went to Bryce Canyon, which is fucking gorgeous. But the shit that we drove through like unpainted roads, like with no lines or anything on it, and it's just ranches on both sides. Like it's one of those places like while we're driving, all I can think about is God damn, I wish I lived out here.
Yeah.
It's so gorgeous. They're like, because it's like the roads are in the center of the flat spots, and then there's just rolling mountains all the way through, and there's like snow covered mountains at the top. Like it was just gorgeous, and there's like it's all cow pastures and shit, and it was just really nice. And then you'd be going through that, and you'd start getting close to Bryce Canyon. You'd be about 30 minutes out from Bryce Canyon, and you would see like just some shitty like it was big maybe in the 80s, kind of like not motels but like lodges.
Yeah.
And it was like, come to this lodge, and you see like there, maybe it was, I don't remember where this one was. It might have been on the way to Bryce Canyon, but there's this one where like you drive and it's like, God, that's a big ass building, but it's like off the road a minute.
Yeah.
And you're like, God, that's a big ass building, but it's like crumbling around itself, and it's got like a big sign that says like da 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 lodge, and it's like a fucking like a slide that comes out the top of it and like swirls down to the bottom. And I'm like, I think people get hurt there, not at the slide, and not in a way that's fun.
Yeah.
Like hurt is in like a twinkling, like flickering lights, and as you're walking down the hallway. Like you've seen The Office?
Yeah.
You know Dwight's like how he turned it into like a bed and breakfast, his beet farm. Like in that episode when all that crazy shit's happening. I feel like it's that times 10 in the negative direction though. Like there was a lot of those out there. Some of them look really cool. They're like rent a cabin, like we do ATV tours of the backcountry, like fishing and like stuff like that.
Huh.
But that's like really close to Bryce Canyon when you get to those.
Yeah.
But the ones that are, the further out you get, it's like, is it $1 a night here?
Could
like-
be. For
Like
sure.
when you get a room, they're just like like I feel like it's just like a husband and wife, or just like that are
Yeah.
like.
It's like
you remember
place-
that restaurant? You weren't. You remember the restaurant we went to that had the really good breakfast that was like sketchy as hell on our way back from hunting?
It wasn't even sketchy.
No, it wasn't sketchy. Ryan's a pussy. It wasn't
No.
sketchy. It was a nice lady
Family diner.
who, yes, it was a family diner, and the food was good. It wasn't spectacular. It was
good.
It was better than stopping at McDonald's.
Yes.
She
It
was,
was-
nice.
It was 3/4 of the way to slop, and it was delicious. 'cause
Ryan's bougie.
He's a bitch.
He's that too, but
I
he's
just
bougie.
like there
He's
to-
bougie as
It's
fuck.
I just
more
like there to
creepy,
be
good.
but less scary.
I just like there to be stable flooring in my
Listen,
restaurant.
it might as well.
I don't think I'm
that's
asking
because
for
you
much.
walk to the bathroom.
I like to think that the cook isn't smoking indoors while he's cooking.
smoking what? Meth?
He had a
It
hole
was
in his shirt.
it was
Okay.
Waffle House, but a family-owned diner. It was good.
Family-owned Waffle House.
Literally.
Picture that in your head.
no-
Backwoods family-owned Waffle House.
I would
that's
stop
a good
there
descriptor.
again. No complaints. It was a good place to stop and have food.
I'd eat there right now.
No, I honestly
That says
if
less
that
about
was
that place and
within
more
30
about
minutes
you.
of us, I would go.
That says less about that place and more about you guys. Regardless.
Because I like
But
family-owned places. I support our local
Okay,
people.
Okay. Imagine those people that own that restaurant owned a lodge.
I still go.
I would still go.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad. You're just being dramatic. It's not that bad.
Maybe it's because you guys sat on the opposite side of the table that I did.
Did you
No,
drive
you
through
and I
Texas
sat together, didn't you?
at all?
Didn't we?
Yeah, me and Bubba were
No.
this week.
Yeah, you and him and Cole. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Getting
You
kind
got
of
me,
drunk.
but I don't. I've been married a long time ago.
Cole
Where
and
did you
Bubba
come
were
from?
on
Where
one
did you come
side, and Ryan and I were on the other side, and it wasn't that bad. You're just being fucking dramatic. The food was good.
I had
It was good.
0 reservations. I was perfectly fine.
Yes.
Well, it's not a place where you can make reservations, Colton.
Mind you, we're coming from eating food off of an actual fire and cooked on a grill that's rusting away. So, like,
you can't tell
compare-
me that's not the best sausages you've ever had in your life.
Those are delicious. I'm not gonna lie.
'Cause
And
the
like dad
that's what I
smoking
love
them
about
fucking
that.
chickens on that rusty ass fucking barrel
he
grill
doesn't,
he's
he doesn't
got.
really do chicken much, mostly hams. But regardless of that, no, what I love about cooking sausages on
Ryan
our,
doesn't go a lot.
our hunting. I've went more than you have in the past time. Whatever.
Hashtag doubt.
Regardless, what I love about grilling those.
I'm starting the pyramid.
So what I love about that place, like the grill that's at our hunt camp, is excuse me, is that when you cook sausages on it, they immediately catch on fire, no matter how low.
Why it's bitchy now?
I have a headache because I'm kind of sick.
So you came in here with COVID.
No, there's still other diseases that.
No.
If you're sick, it's COVID. There's nothing else.
I'm more concerned that you didn't like.
You're
hear
killing
me say
my
disease
grandparents.
and freak out.
You're killing my grandpa.
Disease. If you have a disease, I'm not gonna catch it.
No,
Diseases aren't catchable.
I just have a sore throat.
And that's coming from a man who really understands.
He also
diseases.
left the gay bar 2 nights ago, so here we are.
Oh, whatever. I want to not have a sore throat tomorrow. That's why I'm slowing down.
Oh, okay.
What, do you have another podcast scheduled with other friends who are drinking?
No, I just want to do the shit I got to do.
It's only 4 o'clock. You got plenty of time.
Bitch,
Is it really?
it's
It's not
really
not
early to
even
be
4
this
o'clock.
drunk. Anybody watching this?
Are you guys really that drunk?
No.
I said, I feel fucking
Not at
fine.
all. I'm fine.
Fun.
I'll have one.
Completely fine.
Hand me one. I'll have one more.
No, but,
now.
yeah,
Talking
Peer
to it.
pressure!
this is peer pressure
You're
at
gonna
work,
twist
everybody.
my arm.
It's only Wyatt's favorite beer.
It is.
We apologize to Wyatt's old lady
We
for if she ever sees us.
Baby, it's their fault.
Nobody's
No,
gonna
it's
watch
not.
this dumbassery.
Hey,
Regardless.
my mom and dad watch.
Do they really?
Regularly.
Did they watch the challenge podcast too?
I don't know. I, think
they,
so.
No, they.
Colton, can we block individual? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Remember, Ryan's the worst son.
I'm
Remember that.
kidding. It's just weird. But whatever.
I know. I know for
Weird
sure
that
they
people
watch.
actually watch this.
Yeah. I was getting
Okay,
more
hear
that. I was getting
Stop
more that
watching right now because Ryan
I
thinks
was-
it's odd.
I was
Colton,
getting at that our
Can
parents.
we block one of the 4 people that watch this?
3. I mean, don't get too much credit.
I was debating if our
So Utah.
no. Well, no, I was debating.
I got to tell you my other Utah story, but go ahead. We went an hour north of that town too. Go ahead.
So what I was getting at was if our numbers came up different and Wyatt didn't win, my goal was to force you to put a poll on Instagram to vote for who actually won. Props. I mean, you saw the picture of Colton looking at me. I can't not give him props. He knows. We
Oh, the
know.
pizza?
We know what's going on. No. Before that, the picture you sent me of where I was all just strutted up and Colton was just staring at me. That's his contact picture, by the way. It's beautiful. But my goal was to get you to put a poll up on Instagram of who actually won if our numbers didn't match, but obviously they did, which I'm really impressed with. Wyatt still won by a shit ton, but
You're on that mic really close.
you want me to? You bitch earlier.
Find a
That-
happy medium. You got.
Where do you want it?
Oh, can you not?
Where,
Jesus.
where do you want it? Because
Colt-
I had it too close
We
earlier.
need to
I
keep
had it
Colton
too far
busy.
away.
I don't like how
About-
much he's fucking with me.
About right here, Cody. About this distance, but you have to keep your volume a little bit.
About a fist.
Yeah, you bet you have a fist
About
in
a
front of your
fist.
mouth a lot,
Oh,
don't
Jesus.
you?
Thanks, Colton.
All right, put
Did you
the,
put it back?
Hey, Wyatt,
put it
Wyatt,
back?
put the headphones on.
Did you put it back? Okay, better.
I'm sorry. Is this better?
Holy crap.
Yes, much better. So, other Utah story. How I Met the Mormons. So,
Did you actually run into Mormons?
listen to my story.
God damn.
Don't be jumping.
We
Did they
gotta
offer to
sit
make
through
you part
30
of their
minutes
sect?
of this for fucking
So-
no reason.
All right, so I met this girl when I was 19. I'm just kidding. So we went. We took a day off. We had 3 days in Utah. We had 2 days everywhere else, like 2 full days, not including travel. So we went to. We had originally scheduled to go to a specific like park, and we were like, nah, we kind of just want to chill. We were tired from going to Zion. I had like blisters on the bottom of my feet and shit, and we went to this town like was like an hour north of us because they had like a cool looking coffee shop, and then they also had like a really cool.
You
looking,
drove an hour to go to a coffee shop?
Can I?
No, I
do need to elaborate.
Answer
Yes.
the fucking question.
Yes, because where we stayed in Utah, when you search best restaurants in that town, the first 2 things are like Denny's. The first 2, and they're gas station Denny's. Like it's.
Well, no, you can't say that because it was like a truck stop Denny's because them truck stops are big.
It was like a Love's truck stop, like not a night, like
the
one
best-
where the bathrooms are gone.
Wyatt and I stopped, or no?
Can I finish my story?
No, shut up.
The Buc-ee's?
Where did we? First of all, anytime you ever stop at a Buc-ee's, they're awesome.
Those aren't truck
No.
stops though.
But no, well, kinda.
Nope.
You can't take
No,
a semi there.
Was it-
None of them.
was
Yeah, really?
Was it the one we
That's
stopped?
their
Are you
thing,
talking about
is
the
it-
one we stopped at before we got pulled over? Because that one was massive.
You can't do 85 in Iowa, by the way, on I-25. Don't do it.
They're like, hey, unless you're running on corn,
There's
you
not
can't
a
do that.
motherfucking nobody. And we haven't seen a car. Wyatt and I were driving through Iowa. There's not a goddamn soul in sight. And we were debating stopping and taking a picture in the middle of the interstate with the car and both of us under the sign. That's how nobody was there. No one. We get pulled over. Stupid. No, I was. I think it was Jess and I driving to Texas. We stopped in the most.
Who's Jess and I?
I hate you. You're the worst. Yesenia and I stopped at a gas station, and they had a Moe's, and goddamn, if that ain't the best Moe's I've ever fucking had.
Gas station.
Yep. Drive from here to Texas,
It's a
Wichita Falls, Texas.
Yeah.
You'll pass a fucking Mo. I don't know if it was a I don't even remember what the gas station was. It was a Pilot or some shit like that, whatever it was. And it had a Moe's in it, and the nicest lady working the counter. She fired.
Did she hit you with that welcome to Moe's?
She did, and she also cooked stuff for us that wasn't even ready. It was like we went up and Jess wanted something specific, and they were like, "Oh no, it's not ready, but we'll fire it up right now. Don't worry about it." And they cooked it for us and gave it to us. The best fucking Moe's I've ever had. So don't talk shit about truck stops.
This truck stop was not that truck stop.
I'm not
This is small town. You don't have another option truck stop. Okay, so
they don't know any better.
So there's nothing in that town. Ask my wife, you'll understand. And we go. So we went to this coffee shop. It was like 45 minutes drive to get there.
You said an hour earlier.
I round up, whatever. It's a gorgeous drive. In Utah, it's like, it's an hour away. But you got to realize everything else we did in Utah was a 3-hour drive away. So it wasn't that bad. So we drove.
My homie over there.
I'm gonna need a new one. I'm gonna need a new one soon too. But no, I'm not drinking those, Colton. I'm not drinking. I'd like to be okay tomorrow.
We're fine.
Bitch, you got nothing to do tomorrow. Shut up.
I have things to do.
Yo, okay. Yeah, because those are important.
Oh yeah, between me and Wyatt, who has more things?
Somehow we're adults.
Let's go.
You should have heard Colton earlier today.
Stompy Colton's coming. That's the name. It's Stompy Colton.
Colton earlier says, "I'm not planning on getting. I'm probably not drinking that much."
He's drinking the 9.5% too. Let's
That's the
go.
thing. So he wasn't wrong.
brother. Let's go.
He's not drinking much, but what he is drinking is going to put him under the fucking floor.
Sponsored by Voodoo Ranger.
No, it's not sponsored by anybody actually, but you know,
It's sponsored by my.
Yeah, they get mad about me
willingness.
about saying this because I've done it a handful of times, but like
Who's they? I don't get mad.
You no remember? Oh no. They try to say that, but
it was funny, you big toe the line kind of motherfucker.
okay.
So Utah,
It's all fun and games until a fucking lawsuit shows up at his door.
Are they gonna sue me for podcast equipment?
Yeah, they'll sue you for fucking something. Welcome to America. You can sue anybody for fucking anything.
But you only sue people that's worth suing, mostly. Irregardless.
Irregardless. We know that's not a word.
So we go to this little town, we go to this little coffee shop, and then we had already planned we were gonna go to this little like little podunk burger place. You know, like those are typically the best burger places.
What?
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
He knows.
I'm forgetting something.
He's like, what?
Well, go on.
No.
Okay. So we go to this burger place, and this is after we got our coffee, obviously. And bro, it's like one of those fucking like dope ass like old school burger joints that have
Burger joints, y'all.
No, I looked at Wyatt.
Burger joints.
I looked at Wyatt, and Wyatt's like, "What?
Did we get really good burgers somewhere and I don't remember?
No, he's talking about in Utah, bud.
Okay.
We've been through Utah, and minus that stop in Salt Lake City, which was awful. It's not worth going to again, in my opinion. But I'm also poor, so take that as what it is, I suppose.
This isn't even that great of a story, too. It's taking me forever to get there.
No, you know what?
I'm just telling you how I went to this burger place. So you're driving through cow pastures and shit, just like most of central Utah. It's just like cow pastures, hay fields, all that shit. And so, can you please don't?
What?
Oh, I thought you were just turning up the sound effect.
No,
okay. Okay, I thought you were about to turn up my headphone.
Leave him
Please
alone.
don't. Please
Just
don't.
leave him alone. Colton's doing what Colton does.
I'm totally
Don't pick on Colton.
I wasn't picking on Colton. I was asking
Leave
him
him
not
alone.
to. What happened to your left elbow? So
It's called wear and tear, bud.
it's wear and tear. Oh yeah.
I'm right-handed, by the way.
Wear
Same when you...
and tear.
No. Fuck you, Colton. I was defending you, and you're being a dick.
It's all cow pastures and hay fields, and then we go through it and we go to the coffee.
Did you guys go through South Dakota? There's 3 whole things in South Dakota to check out. We went to all 3 of them.
You know what? I tell you what.
Okay, it's my turn.
South Dakota and exit Ryan. South Dakota. The 3/4 of it to the east side. Just don't go to Mount Rushmore and spend time there. That's it. Don't fuck with the rest of it. It's nothing.
They got to check out the Corn Palace. It's the one and only.
Fuck Wyatt. That's in the middle of goddamn nowhere. That's the only attraction. But past that, don't go to South Dakota unless you're going to like the last 10 miles of it.
So we're on our way.
You still don't have a microphone because you suck.
Okay. All right.
This is a 45-minute story about how he went to a coffee shop.
So we're at this burger place. I gotta really.
Colton's getting there, and I love it.
Did you order a burger, Ryan?
I had a burger.
What was on the burger, Ryan?
I even had a shake.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like shakes.
They had.
Tell me more.
Sweet potato fries. But we sat right next to some people, and I'm just hanging out, and Danielle. This is like a little itty bitty fucking town. Like there's like a tire shop that's also does all the repairs, or fuck you. And there's like a gas station, and so we're eating there, and then my wife's like, hey, she texted me. And normally that's like, hey, I'm trying to let you know something, but I don't want to say it. And the people literally, so how like those places that have like the little, like it's just really just like a divider. Your table you'd be talking to the people next to you if you just poked your head up.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those places, but like they wrap the hamburgers with paper and everything. Like, it's a dope ass place, all white and red, everything on the inside. Mm-hmm. And right next to us, there's a
Party foul. You did way bad.
No, what? No, God damn it. God damn it.
Well, and there goes the sound recording equipment. And we're going to take a quick break.
All
we love you guys. We'll be right back.
And right back to the ending of that story.
Somehow we're adults.
I got a text message from her. And she goes, hey, look at the name tags of the people next to us. I'm like, who is eating lunch at a place with a name tag on I guess that would have been like a No, that was a Saturday. So it was a Saturday. I was like, who's eating lunch on a Saturday with a name tag on? And it was like 2 older people. Cody, would you like to join the podcast?
I'm responding to text messages that are important. I apologize for my...
Everyone that's important is here.
I doubt that. I doubt that highly.
I'm offended.
Sorry, my thumb wasn't needed to pop. And they had LDS name tags. So that was my Mormon story. So we sat next to him, closer than me and you were looking at each other.
I don't know what that means.
LDS, Latter-day Saints, Mormons.
Colton?
So
man.
this is like a little itty bitty town, like just fucking like you can blow through it in a minute, and there's a fucking you're driving through and they're all like little like shotgun houses that you would see on like normal farms and shit, and we're literally sorry, hold up, my headphones need to turn down a little bit, and so we blow through it real quick, and it's literally like fucking like there's a just shotgun houses everywhere, like farmed houses, and then you roll through and there's this goddamn fucking temple, this just giant temple. We took a picture of it because it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it's an LDS. Everything that says LDS is Mormon, basically. Latter-day Saints is the Mormons, basically. But it was cool.
I'm trusting you on this because I have no idea.
Yeah, Google Latter-day Saints. They're the ones who believe that like Joseph Smith came back.
I don't believe in a religion that's old enough for my dad to be like, yeah, that didn't happen.
It happened like 200 years ago. Look, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Church is a non-Tritian Christian ritual. Yeah.
I feel like that's not non-Tritian. That's non...
The Book of Mormon is the second thing that comes up. Yeah. It's
I hear that's a really good theatrical play.
So you're talking about
The Broadway show, The Book of Mormon?
No, the one that's on Family Guy.
Listen, we're not making
Or
fun
not
of
Family Guy.
anybody.
We're not
Don't
Family
anybody
Guy.
get offended. We're just enjoying ourselves.
I don't think they're gonna come get us.
We're pretty
fun
far
and
from-
games till 40 Mormons show up.
No. We can joke about the Mormons all we want. Just don't make fun of Scientology.
No.
Moving on.
They got one of them in like Clearwater, don't they?
That's Scientology. Like,
Is that where? Are they based?
if
out
any
of here?
Scientologists are watching this, my name is Ryan Laycock.
Somehow we're adults.
So I'm glad my face isn't on this.
Yeah. Colton, the
But I do know his social-
unspoken
I'm just
person
kidding.
from the outside.
Don't worry, I'll post the pizza picture. They'll know.
That's my contact picture for him. My contact. It's the one where he's looking at me. That's my contact picture for him. It's majestic.
Very.
I've never seen so much romance in a photo.
So what do you guys want to do for the next podcast or for the rest of this one? You want to go over? You guys want to do some current event stuff? Commentate some current event stuff?
We can.
It looks like Cody's interested in other things.
I'm texting. I have people that I care about texting me.
Everyone that cares about you is here.
I doubt that.
All right. The
I
New York
promise.
Times current events.
Are we real? 99.4% of them are going to be political. Are we really going to do this? Because we'll go in. Wyatt and I know for sure. Wyatt and I don't know about y'all two. We'll go in.
I don't care.
Could we do a not political one?
Okay, not political.
How are we going to do that with the news, Wyatt?
Let's touch base on
Pick a subject.
There we go. This will solve everything.
oh fucking Reddit.
Yeah, Google Reddit.
Just don't dip into the dark side because it'll pull you in.
Yeah,
Ukraine Army destroys command operations center.
What are we searching?
Okay,
What?
apparently not what I was just talking
If we're
about.
talking about Ukraine, no, that's totally political. It has nothing to do with actual things.
Wyatt, what are we searching?
Don't ask.
Yeah, wrong one. Wrong one.
Wrong person.
We're gonna see
100% of
midgets.
those are
A
porn.
lot of midgets. Midgets everywhere.
You really think there's that much out there? Like,
Oh no, we just know that's what you want to see. That was a different thing.
no,
Colton.
Requesting midgets.
no.
Was that requesting midgets? No mods would like to. No, he changed it. He changed it. Son of a bitch.
It's been banned. No. What did I do?
Oh wait, was that GTA 6? Scroll up. What the fuck?
No.
Oh, that was a joke. It was a joke. I was really
Says
stoked.
me. No, go back up, Colton. Go back up. Go back
I
up.
thought
Let me
there
read
were-
it. Let me read it to the
No.
people who are listening at home.
It was
Me peacefully passes away at 90 years old. Rockstar the very next day. GTA 6.
Dude, that would be tits. That GTA 5 was like a trailblazer. That thing was for the time when it came out.
It's still dope. It's still a dope game, and it came out like 2013.
For the fact, like the
What?
years that it
Midget
made,
eating
and still,
popcorn.
it still is relevant, dude. It's wild.
It's a
Yeah,
page on Reddit.
I accidentally watched a 30-minute video about it the other day. And,
Accidentally.
and
Accidentally watched a 30-minute
well, I thought it was gonna be quick, and it took them forever to get to the point. But it was just showing how there's a lot of evidence that they're in the works. Like immediately after they released
More
5
importantly,
and
more
Red Dead,
importantly,
More
than GTA.
importantly,
Red Dead Redemption 3.
Bruh.
That's what I was watching. I
Dude.
was seeing when they would release.
We
that.
watched that together.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. We did.
It'll
Red
be-
Dead 3.
They said it'll be like
First,
2 more years.
anybody from Rockstar listening, fuck GTA 6, Red Dead 3, all the way. Don't even waste your time on that shit. Just Red Dead 3. I want to see it. That Red Dead 2 was like the best fucking game ever.
Arizona reminds me a lot of Red
And-
Dead Redemption.
Ryan's gay.
When you drive through it, it's just fucking. It
Well,
literally
that's-
feels like you're in Red Dead Redemption in a
That's
Camry.
what old Roy Rogers told me about Tombstone one time, because he was like, "Oh, your name's Wyatt, like Wyatt Earp, the cowboy. You ever been to Tombstone?" I was like, no, he's like, "What's it like?" He's like, "If you feel like you should have guns on your sides at all times, you should just be holding on to them."
That is a Tombstone in Arizona.
Yeah.
That's where
Tombstone,
it's from.
Arizona.
That's where it's
Where
from.
the OK Corral.
That's
is.
that,
Oh,
that's
if I'd have
Okay,
known, I would
Corral.
have tried to go. I didn't know.
Tombstone is in Arizona.
They
Colton.
still,
Stop being so impressive.
I don't know what you think about
Quit
the,
it.
the grave site. It's still got all the like graves for like
Sponsored.
Doc Holliday.
Not sponsored by
Pretty cool.
Voodoo.
That's pretty cool. I would have went there. I did not know that was in Arizona.
Yeah,
It's an old western town.
that's where your mom's sister lives.
Yeah.
Okay, Corral. Yeah.
AKA his aunt.
Mom's sister. I said what I said, bitch.
I don't think this is going to be a great place to get information from.
What?
Reddit's the best place to get.
Okay,
it's
okay.
free-
Let's talk
it's-
about something that is somehow politically
Get off
charged.
of hot and go to like change it to top.
What do you
top,
guys think about Will Smith and Chris Rock?
That's dumb.
Click where it says
Nobody
hot
gives a
under
fuck
popular
about
posts.
that. That's a dumb. You're talking about two rich people hitting
Oh,
each
well,
other.
that's you-
Fuck that shit. Stupid.
No,
Oh,
no,
you
they
go.
didn't hit
Go to-
each
go to where
other.
it says top.
It's dumb.
Click on that one.
We're not gonna be one of those. I refuse to be a part of that.
It's
You know
just,
what
it's
that-
just
you-
sad.
We ordered
It's
a
sad.
grill and got
You know what
300 iPads.
That was a prey to the American people to watch the fucking Oscars because they're going down the goddamn drain because we can't handle that 90% of the people in Hollywood suck.
That's the top live stream.
I think if it
It's a dude dancing.
you good, Colton?
Leaves me voicemails about Satan. Now we're getting there. We're working on Colton. There's a beast in him, and I'm trying to find him again.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Did his fucking cup holder just...
Nope. Wasn't that his mouth?
No, I'm pretty sure that was his cup holder doing that.
His cup holder?
Shut up, bitch. Whatever these are called.
Coasters.
Coasters.
Coasters,
Yes, they're
yep.
coasters. They're marble coasters on a handmade wood artisan-made table.
Still upset that Wyatt won, and that Wyatt didn't bring a crown for himself.
We'll swing by Burger King. You'll get over it.
We can find one at Goodwill. He's gonna wear a tiara from somebody's quinceanera.
We got a tiara. I'll wear a tiara. Not seeing anything.
Is that where we
Were
meet in the
those
middle?
seals?
Conversation
You just zoom past seals?
Where?
I don't know. There was a bunch of seals running into the water.
Anybody who's still listening to this podcast,
we apologize.
this is gonna be a regular thing. Buy our drinks next time.
we're gonna-
Subscribe to the Patreon. We'll put the podcast out there. This will be the last podcast that we put the full length one on anywhere but Patreon.
And also, we're gonna come up with a plan. This is kind of sideways at the moment because we're making this up as
Yeah.
we go.
All right.
So there's
I think people understand
he's
that this.
he's taking fishing line off the seal. That's a good dude. That's a good dude. He's saving nature.
Yep.
That seal didn't deserve that.
He's gonna go get eaten by a shark now.
More likely an orca, but that's fine.
Same difference. So I think people understand that it's.
Well, that's that post about the dude who got 300 iPads when he ordered a grill.
Wyatt, what are we searching?
What are we searching, Wyatt?
Okay, skip past what Ryan was gonna say.
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck that. Not porn related. What are we searching on Reddit?
Not centaur porn related.
R.
Why? It's like that's just what's in my brain.
What?
He's hurting. He's hurting hardcore. Come on, homie. You got something.
Turtles.
Yeah, we're bringing up Penelope.
No, we're bringing up turtles.
Do we need
Is
to
Penelope a turtle?
Remember, they can't see it.
No.
That
Oh,
doesn't
Jesus
make
I
Christ.
just figured we
that
could,
makes this way worse, Colton.
well, Wyatt has time to think. I can cover the tortoise story.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cody had a runaway
turtle.
turtle.
I need to do some private
No,
research.
it's not a fucking turtle. It is a tortoise. I have a 100-pound African sulcata tortoise. I guess that makes no sense. It's a sulcata tortoise. It's African spurred tortoise, and his ass broke out.
What's his name?
Mr. Penelope. That's
a female's name with a Mister in front of it. Can you explain that?
Yes, I can. The people who he belonged to before us, which was family members, were under the assumption he was a female, and he was not. He was a male. So when we got him, his name changed from Penelope to Mr. Penelope because he really, you learn your name, whether you're a turtle or a dog or a person, you figure it out eventually. It's awkward to change it, so we just add the Mr. in front of it. He escaped his pen because it's mating season, and you always trying to well. And yes, he's trying to get it in. So he decided to dig a hole and
Trying to bust a turtle nut.
Yep. I was told
I don't like nuts in my chocolate turtles.
he got out. He made it 4.5 miles from home before somebody picked him up in 2 days, which is impressive for a turtle. Everybody thinks turtles are slow. They're not. When they got their mindset on some shit, they're fucking.
Hey, everyone heard the tortoise and the hare.
Hey,
Just saying.
Literally.
That turtle
Just saying.
pussy, I mean,
The
Dude.
rabbits around here they stay local. That turtle said, "I'll fucking win this goddamn race. Let me show you, slow
He's just-
and steady."
Yeah, he ended up walking down the middle of a state highway and stopping traffic. So he got picked up, thankfully, 2 days later, and ended up being given to a rescue. And we got him back, but now I'm gonna glue an Apple AirTag. I'm gonna glue an Apple AirTag to his shell. To anybody listening who has turtles, it will not be between the scoots. It'll be on its own scoot. That's what their shell pieces are
All
called.
the African spur turtles.
No,
tortoise
all,
owners are
all
listening.
turtle shells pieces are called scoots. All turtles, tortoises, turtles, they're called scoots.
I had coffee with butter in it on my honeymoon.
You're gay. So I'm gonna glue an Apple AirTag to him so I can't fucking lose him again because he's a part of the Golden. Props.
It's like I want to give Colton a microphone because he doesn't
No,
have
listen,
one, so he's
we
trying to
need
make noise
another one.
loud enough.
We need another one,
If you get your own microphone, you have to have a camera on you.
That's fine.
Okay.
but the room's not big enough for that. But
It's not.
It
he
is with
escaped.
multiple cameras.
We got
yeah.
him back. Now I'm gonna glue an Apple AirTag to him so I can find him whenever he leaves because he doesn't need to be away from home. We feed him, we take care of him, we love him. There's no reason that he should leave other than he wants some poo-tang. And I can't control that. Turtle, the real problem is a female tortoise, his size, that he could mate with. They're like $5,000. He's not worth $5,000 to me.
What's the problem?
Bitch, I'm not finding a $5,000 female
Get
tortoise.
him a female box turtle.
Bitch, I'm gonna put a rock in there and paint it like a turtle. Is what I'm gonna do. He's gonna have the first.
Put like a
He's
put
gonna
like a
have the
red
first-
a red solo cup with sponges and a rubber gloves.
He's gonna have the first turtle fucking pocket pussy ever made.
With all the zoos around here, there's for sure already pocket
I'm
pussies
just saying
made.
he loves us 99% of the year. Mating season pops up and he's just like, bitch, I'm leaving. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. And I feed him
He's
every
like,
day.
this cute ass fence
take
you
care of
guys
him.
made. Nope.
I build him a giant pen.
No, Colton,
build him a
no.
house with heat lamps.
Look at the TV.
Oh, that's turtles mating. We're about to hear some.
Well, that's better than anything. I
No,
was
turn the
coming up
volume
with.
off.
No.
Turn the volume. Colton, turn the volume off. And can you mark this as double explicit? Cody, can I have a beer, please? Because if we're going to listen to Turtles
I
coming.
dumped my beer over. Thankfully, it was empty. Are there napkins in here still? There's like a little tiny.
I came prepared.
I just need one. Take it. Pull it away.
You take it.
Pull it away.
You pull it away.
We could talk about the
Tom Holland
stuff going
dies.
on with Johnny Depp.
I saw that movie. Fuck you. No, he doesn't.
It is a great. Is it not a great movie?
It took
though?
me 3 months to see it for it to come out of Redbox.
Really-
I don't
really
have
good
fucking
movie.
Wi-Fi.
Wow.
That's ridiculous, right?
I know.
$14,000 for Wi-Fi.
Internet?
Fuck that.
What's internet?
Can I have a beer, please?
Me too.
Maybe. Okay. What?
A commandeered one.
Hey, it's
Here
mine.
you go.
Oh, isn't Johnny Depp? I'm good, thank you. Isn't Johnny Depp getting? What is he divorced or?
They're going through a trial right now.
Yeah, for what
I
though?
have no idea.
For Amber
Can we-
Heard.
can you-
Amber Heard being a complete fucking
Can you Google it? What the charges are?
Yeah, I've seen like snippets of it, but nothing with real information.
Listen, Mr. Scissorhands.
Johnny Depp's a hero, and this is the reverse of domestic abuse.
He
Colton.
is Captain Jack Goddamn Sparrow. You can't just.
The man almost lost 2 fingers because she abused him.
Right, she shit on his bed while he was sleeping. What?
I don't see what the problem is.
You don't see what the problem is. That was a cooler closing. We got more beers.
I think listeners, if they're still on board with us right now, I think they understand.
I would hope no sane person is. And if you, I put it this way: if you're still listening, call in. Well, we bring you on the podcast because you apparently like us.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm just
Fair
saying.
enough. All right. The defamation trial.
Jesus, you're gonna read that?
Yeah, why not?
No,
Hey,
let's
I
turn
can
this
read
into
it.
a fucking Wikipedia
The
book.
defamation. It's not even Wikipedia. This is New York Times. The defamation
you
trial
shouldn't be
in
reading New
Virginia
York
between the
Times.
actors Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has become a fierce battleground over the truth about the relationship, with both sides accusing the other of repeated domestic abuse in which they were questionably tumultuous marriage. Before a 7-person jury.
Define tumultuous.
Me or the Colton? I'm
You.
sorry, I waited
No,
for Colton
you.
to pull it up. Tumultuous.
You, but
It is making a loud, confused noise. Uproarious.
loud, deafening,
Uproarious.
thunderous. That doesn't make sense in that.
Okay.
that sentence.
All right, Colton. Can we get rid of that? Okay. Before a 7-person jury in Fairfax County Circuit Court, lawyers have questioned witnesses about the events of what has been described as a whirlwind romance that started on a movie set and soared into a barrage of fights and physical confrontations, the details of which are vary widely depending upon the court. Listen, this is what I think. Equal rights, equal fights. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's not even that. She's the bitch in this. Like she is the bad part of this. Johnny Depp is just. I mean, he seems like
He is a wholesome person.
He is a wholesome person. He's a
Mr.
good
Depp,
dude.
age 58, which god damn that man looks good for 58.
He does. He's just
I did
dashing.
not. I wonder what 58 means, because it doesn't mean his age, because he's not 58. Sued Miss Heard, 35, for defamation after she wrote an op-ed for the Washington Post referring to herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. After more than a year of legal sparring, Miss Heard then countersued Mr.
Colton,
Depp, alleging that he defamed her when his former lawyer released statements saying her allegations of abuse were a hoax. Many of the allegations being aired in the courtroom have already been...
Stop reading. We get it.
Have-
She's a bitch trying to play domestic
It
abuse.
sounds like
No. Hey,
It
they
sounds-
like to have arguments and then fuck.
Colton knows something.
Well, I don't. Colton?
have you seen her lawyer?
No.
Disgraceful. It's hilarious.
What? What do you mean disgraceful?
Videos of her lawyer trying to accuse Johnny of stuff. It's hilarious.
I've seen those.
On your free time, look it up.
Yeah.
I will.
It's hilarious.
I mean, this is my free time.
Listen,
this is what I
this-
do with my free time, y'all.
You
Giving
can't-
up hours of my life
It's
for this.
Captain Jack Goddamn Sparrow.
Fuck Amber Heard.
No, for
Edward
that,
Scissorhands.
Yeah.
he's the man. Fuck her.
Fuck her.
Let him do what he wants.
Not that we're biased because we're all men in this room, but fuck him.
Hey,
Fuck her.
hey, we're gonna wear dresses tonight.
Damn it! I forgot about that,
Gang, gang.
and you're a bitch for bringing it up.
Well, we still have more beers to put down.
I'm gonna have more fun getting the dress than I am gonna have wearing it.
Should we
Oh,
go
you're
do
gonna have
that
fun
soon?
wearing it.
What time do you guys want to leave? It's like 4:30 right now.
It's only 4:30.
Yes.
I'm way too drunk for 4:30.
Listen, keep drinking beers and help you sober up.
Yes.
And then we'll go get beers.
It's not water.
That they are made out of water.
God damn it! Does Coors Light just do it right? Can you
You
just vibe with me for a second?
Argue with Coors Light.
Coors Light just does it. So, you ever had a Bud Light?
Sponsored
It's so
by
bad.
Voodoo Rangers.
It's so
This is awful.
it's a fizzy water at best. And when you drink a Coors Light, you're like, God damn it, I'm American.
It's not even that. You can
God
drink, you can
damn
drink
it, I'm
17
American.
Coors
Cold as the
Lights and you
Rockies.
still feel the same
Listen,
way.
their can lets you know that you're good to fucking go when it's
They
cold.
got it together,
okay?
bro.
You
They
drink
understand.
3 Voodoo Rangers, and you're like, what the fuck's going on?
But you drink 14 Coors Lights and you're like, God damn it. And then like a CCR song plays in the background. It's
fucking-
like, that's
finish-
Creedence Clearwater Revival. Okay.
You finish an 18 pack of Coors Light and you just feel good about yourself.
I ain't no fortunate son. No. That's Coors Light, son.
It's good times. It's good times.
I'll butt fuck your mom in a Chevy.
No, that's Bud Light. That's Bud Light. Don't drink Bud Light. It's bad for you. They ain't,
No,
ain't
that's
even beer in
Pabst
it.
Blue Ribbon.
Not gonna argue
A
that.
Bud Light is I'm getting butt fucked by your mom. Double explicit, Colton. Just remember that.
is explicit and double
You know, I
explicit
think you
different?
can say the C word
Cunt?
on, yeah. Oh, did you guys get the Mark Norman special that I sent you on YouTube? 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Recommend.
Recommend.
What are you gonna do?
What? How do I tighten this?
Cancel the non-money podcast we make?
Colton's getting drunk.
Colton,
I like
the problem isn't that it's a non-money making
Yeah,
podcast now. It's because it might be one day.
Colton, you do what you do, buddy.
I'll
Don't
keep playing.
you don't let nobody hold you down.
I won't.
Dig it in.
Coors Light beer.
Not sponsored.
Can
Bro.
we seriously, bro? Cheers. Coors Light. Wyatt. Coors Light. Colton. Also Coors Light. I wish I would have went to the Coors factory.
Bro, it's tight.
It's badass.
Where's it at?
It's
Is it
in
Golden?
Golden.
Yeah.
Golden, Colorado.
They give you when you get done with the tour. They give you like the freshest Coors Light you could possibly get. They also have Blue Moon.
Straight
Blue,
off the Coors Light teat.
Yeah.
Blue Moon is made by Coors Light. You get Blue Moons.
Stop it. Slowly.
Right.
Up. Say what you just
That
said, but
was,
say it slower again because I don't think I heard you right. I heard some things and I don't believe it.
Yeah, Blue Moon's made by. Well, I don't know if Coors Light's the name of the company. What's the? Is it just Coors?
Yeah.
You get Coors Banquet, you can get Coors Light, you can get Blue Moon, and they give you a ticket. You can just get you pay for the tour, and they take you through and they show you everything.
Tour's free. Tour's free. Beer's free.
Are they?
We didn't pay anything for the tour. It's a free tour.
What about the picture?
The
We have a
picture we paid for.
Yeah,
The picture we
yes.
paid for.
Damn
You,
it,
me, and your
Coors just
dad,
does
which
it.
is the most awkward picture. We're all 3 feet apart from each other.
But
It's
the
super weird.
I would love to go skiing in Colorado with you guys after we go for the first time and you guys get lessons and get pretty decent at it.
Bitch, I'm good at everything. I don't care what it is. Let's go.
I had such a good
Let's
joke. I have
fucking
such a
go.
good joke that you would not be okay with me saying right now.
I give no shits about my health as a human being, so like let's get on skis.
I
I,
look
will
forward to it.
shit on you.
I look forward to it. So I'm thinking we should.
Literally, I'll just that's what they do.
Can you
That's
stop? What?
they,
He's being silly.
they get past
just
they
a
get
silly
past the
goose.
point of caring about their
care.
body, and they just push it. So like I might as well just push it from the.
He's gonna be
get-go.
one of those skiers that does the jump thing with the fucking where they put the skis like parallel with their
Bro,
body.
I rode those mountain bikes. We went to the park and did the mountain bike riding, and I did it like 2 times, not even maybe.
This is a thrilling story so far.
Ryan's gay, and
I
sat next to Mormons.
hit mad fucking jumps.
Stop,
Stop it.
Stop. Seriously.
You're gonna have to
Seriously,
edit
stop
all
that.
this out. You're gonna have to edit all this out.
I think we're okay, but seriously, don't keep playing.
I hit mad fucking like jumps and shit on these bikes at
Full
30
suspension bikes.
yeah 30 minutes into this when I had never been on one before. So
It's pretty tight. But you've
let's
ridden
go
regular
skiing.
bikes. That's not that.
Let's go skiing.
I would love but seriously, on a like legitimate note, I think that the four of us are ladies. We should all go to North Carolina, go skiing, and then once because Colton, have you ever been skiing? Cody, Wyatt.
No.
So I think you should all go. That's a great learning place because they have difficult
No.
stuff.
I'll Black Diamond. Let's go.
First time.
I will shit on you.
All right, Wyatt, talk to me because Cody's lost his reasonality.
I just want to do one of the
Reasonality?
big jumps.
See, you're looking for him for a reason.
The best part about skiing is when you're done, you guys all go to the lodge when the slopes close, like 4 or whatever it is, and then you go to the lodge, you eat chicken tendies, and you get fucking smacked. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, I'm gonna be smacked before that even happens.
Well, if I'm not drunk when I go down the jump, my body won't like be loose when I hit.
There's
the
only
ground.
one way to keep from broken bones, and that's to just fucking hit the slope at like just sloshed. Bet. Let's go.
No,
Let's go,
but
Ryan.
regardless, I think we should go to North Carolina, get really good at it, and then because we can drive to North Carolina, we can also drive to Colorado.
no.
But I'd rather fly.
When
I'd rather fly to
when we
Colorado.
go to the slopes and Ryan's like sober fish in it, and me and Wyatt are both like just
You-
like trash.
Motherfucker,
as
do you see this
fuck.
pyramid? There's no way I'm sober fishing it around you fucks.
You and Wyatt, I'm offended.
I'm sorry, Colton, Wyatt,
It's Wyatt
and I.
Yeah.
Colton, Wyatt, and I are gonna be just like good and buzzed, and Ryan's gonna be sober fishing it because he's Ryan, and
I
we're
drink with you guys every single fucking time.
yeah, like the fucking 4 times we drink together.
This is so disrespectful. I drink gummy.
Disrespectful.
I drank Jolly
Don't-
Rancher Gatorade
Don't.
liquor at his house before, okay?
When we were
I drank
like
plastic
14.
bottle scotch at his house.
Okay, that was awful.
And all of a sudden,
I'll give you that. That was
all
awful.
of a sudden,
You know what?
well, I threw up in Wyatt's car because I was hammered and did a dip for the first time ever.
That was bad.
Like I have all my stories of drinking involves one of these two fucks.
We have good times. We have good times. That's
yeah,
what
and
matters.
Cody's gonna be like, "Oh, the 4 times." Man, fuck you. Give me my
no,
credit.
that's the truth though.
Sounds like Ryan doesn't know how to have fun.
no. See,
I threw up rice
it's not
in
about
front of you,
doing
motherfucker.
it. It's about doing it multiple times.
I have so many pictures of my phone. So many of my phone. And you're in the background just like,
That's accurate.
they were close to this property.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely.
The drunkest I've ever been was
That
about
was-
400 feet from here.
Yeah. No, that was bad. I was there. It was bad.
It's a fun night.
I don't remember throwing up.
You,
I remember feeling like I
doubt
threw up
You
the next
remember anything?
Nope, I don't.
Walking you into the house, taking your pants off.
That's time. I
None of
time
that.
traveled. I'm for sure of it. I time
it's
traveled.
just one of those blackout moments. It's no big
It was
deal.
like borderline hospital worthy.
It honestly, weaker people would have took him to the hospital.
I'm glad I was hella thick then. That helped
It did
because I had
It
some
did.
poundage on me at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I think that helps. Have you noticed did you notice when you lost weight
I
that
almost drowned in a pool once.
when you lost weight, did you notice it was easier to get drunk?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like
wa-
a loading screen. What the fuck was that?
You know how you can program things into that? I really want to program somehow where adults do.
But Wyatt doing it.
Yeah,
for
obviously.
sure. That needs to be.
Oh, obviously. We all thought Wyatt. We all pictured Wyatt in our head doing that at that time, including
yes,
Wyatt.
100%.
That's gonna be Wyatt doing it. Yep. Oh yeah. And then I also want the when he does the cymbal
It was
clash.
supposed to be.
that was okay.
Fuck you guys.
How many beers? I've
Well,
heard
there
worse
went the
from better.
momentum.
I've heard worse from better.
You've told that to me multiple times, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, you guys are the low end of the totem pole.
Nah, bitch, we might be, but we're the good time.
Bitch, I am the totem pole.
Yeah, right. We are the good end of the totem pole. Get over it.
You guys are the shit.
No, Mike.
Can you stop fucking with me, Cole?
No.
You guys are the shit in the state.
Cole's just gonna stay.
He's
fucking
just
with
mad because he has to wear a dress tonight.
So do you, Wyatt? Wyatt doesn't have to wear a dress. You have to wear a dress,
I'm
Ryan.
actually very calm because you guys have to wear dresses.
No, I wasn't talking about Wyatt. I'm
I'm not mad at all.
talking about Mr. Thicken over there.
Hey.
I'm gonna rock that shit.
There are going to be dudes hitting us by the time we leave.
We're gonna
Guaranteed.
get free drinks.
You're lucky.
Yeah, see?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
Next
Colton,
challenge.
that's
Next
right.
challenge. Whoever can pick up a dude tonight.
It'll easily be Ryan because he's a female.
I don't know how I feel about another man stepping in on my boys.
Oh, shit. We got the pimp
Wyatt, if
stepping
you're not
in.
going to do the suit, can you at least have a cane?
If I can find a cane between now and
Just
then,
a
sure.
stick. It doesn't have a piece of PVC. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is.
Can we can just give him your sledgehammer.
I mean, that'd be a lot for Wyatt to carry around.
by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. Oh, shit's getting shady, boys.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Real quick question, and I want to. This is mainly a question directed at Wyatt. Should we get the whiskey now?
No.
Not for me.
Not even.
Absolutely.
In that case, Colton wants it. Let's go. Colton's interested, so let's do it.
Don't you
will
have our
not.
designated driver get that hammered?
I'm not.
What the fuck?
I'm good.
Are you
today.
serious? Because I'm not going.
I'm good.
No. He's joking, everybody. That's not our DD.
I'm not driving.
No, he's way too past driving.
If you're still onto this part of the podcast,
You know,
I
these
cannot believe you clung on this fucking.
It's probably mostly our moms and dads.
I am no. They've clocked the fuck
No.
out, son.
No.
No.
Wyatt's mom would be hardcore.
No,
listeners
when
right
Wyatt
now.
was
Like,
talking
I'm
about-
just waiting for my son to say something crazy.
When
shit.
we were talking, we already passed centaur porn. we heard turtles orgasming. I think they've been off for a hot minute. So
I really hope so.
everyone,
Mom, if you make it this far, I'm sorry.
Colton,
Mom, if you make it this far, I love you and you are the best.
slam
That's
that.
some tight shit. Let's fucking go.
kidney, Colton needs a beer.
Need some
Wyatt.
syrup.
Keep your hands to yourself. We're not pushing the tower over. Okay. Please don't.
I'll do it.
So you're the MVP. You're the one. If you're still listening to this, this is to you, and I think that everyone here agrees with me. You need what Colton said. We love
more
you.
important things to do.
You need, first of all, you need a hobby. Second thing, make it subscribing to the Patreon account for Somehow We're Adults. And then
You know what else you need?
these things.
yeah,
But I
I'm-
love it.
I'm-
I can't.
you know,
I can't help it. I'm just
in my database
I'm
that
having
is
a
my
good
brain,
time.
I'm putting it all together, and I'm gathering that maybe Colton should be sober for these.
Nah, you know what? That's not fair to him though.
How could you hate on CCR though?
I'm
No,
not
you
hating
can't-
on
no, you
CCR. I'm
can't hate
hating
on
on being sued by CCR.
What are they gonna sue us for?
Fucking playing their
it's
music.
It's not the right now that I'm worried about. It's fucking like 10 years from now when I'm like just high on my horse, walking around like, ha ha, I could talk shit for a living and drink with my friends,
hey,
and da 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 da,
hey,
and they're making money,
right.
and then they're gonna be like,
Right.
actually, class action lawsuit,
Right.
you motherfucker.
All they're gonna do, demonetize. That's it.
Yeah, but Colton, that could be a fucking big problem.
Fuck them.
Sounds like
Please.
Ryan's being.
Hey,
I,
no, this is my thing. I would really appreciate if we don't play shit that's gonna get me pulled
At
off.
this point, it's our thing because we've all been here too much.
It's over. No more CCR.
Look at that. You ruined Colton's fun.
You killed CCR.
You killed
I
TCR
hope
single-handedly.
Yeah.
Single-handedly, you.
Okay,
Slit their
I
throat.
have an honest question. Do you know that CCR, that song, is programmed into like old Apache helicopters?
It is. There's a
That,
switch.
I don't think they're Apache helicopters, but yeah.
I said old ones, whatever the equivalent is. Find it, Colton. Show my boys. Hueys.
That's- yeah, Hueys. I think is what they're actually called.
Yeah, I'm gonna name my child Huey.
Are you?
Yep.
Are you going on record saying that?
Nope.
I want to know.
No, I have unfortunately another person.
It's a fucking switch.
That's awesome.
There's literally a switch.
picture of a switch, and it says off and on, and it says fortunate son.
no, it
So
says-
you-
I ain't no fortunate son. No.
I wouldn't doubt it's real at all.
Me.
100%.
I mean, there's no song I'd rather listen to going into battle. Like,
Anything, just-
the government overtakes over, and we're all being militia. Let's go.
Mr. Colton Soakup,
What?
can you Google how
Don't
that
say
came
his full name on this. That's
Colton
rude.
Timothy Soakup. Can you?
You're a
Can
piece of shit.
civilian buy
Ryan
can civilians buy
Joseph
these
Laycock.
helicopters?
That's not even his
How's
middle
it?
name. I just made that up in the moment.
Good. I just
I'm pretty
sent
sure
you
it's like
down the
Wayne
river
or
in
something.
the moment.
It's not.
What do
It's,
you want?
your middle name is Snot. Can you go?
Yeah, he turned his mic off because he sucked.
Can you Google how that came to be a thing? Because I honestly am curious. Like as far as
have you
contracting
ever
goes-
listened to that song?
No, I've listened.
You're
to it. No,
right.
but like
You're
I want to know the history behind.
Listen to
how-
me. I'll tell you the
how
history
CC
right now. You're on a helicopter. You're flying into Vietnam. You're going to most likely your
You
death.
did what you asked.
What fucking song do you want to listen to? And that turns on. Are you not the most pump motherfucker you've ever seen getting off of an aircraft?
Just got your M1 carbine and
Bro.
you just
Literally.
buy Vietnamese.
No, I'm just saying, 1911 on your side with a bent barrel and a fucking M16 that doesn't shoot straight.
Give
Let's
me
go,
that goddamn
bro.
Agent
Let's
Orange.
fucking go.
Give me that goddamn Agent Orange. You're just spraying Agent Orange.
You're
like,
walking past them fucking spider holes in the ground. Let's just do it. Yeah. It's either death by napalm or cancer. Right.
Colton, did you just Google how that came to be a thing?
That's what you told me to Google.
That's what you said.
There's some miscommunication for sure.
I don't think there is. I think he did exactly what was asked of him.
No wrong by
You-
Colton.
Colton, you are
Ryan
underpaid.
sucks.
You are underpaid for what you do. World class. World fucking class.
You not tell me to Google how that came to be a thing.
I think he was talking about.
Cody, can I have a beer?
Yes, sir.
He said, Colton,
Beer bitch
Google
at
how
your
that
work.
came to be a thing.
You know what? You're right. What?
Well,
That's
why didn't
exactly
you?
what happened?
Why
What
didn't
is-
you click on the first link? Let me finish that, please. Thank you. CCR button.
I think what he was looking for was how did Fortunate Son become to be a thing in Vietnam?
it ain't me. It ain't me.
Anybody who's still listening to this, I apologize.
No, they're having a great fucking time.
I mean, if
They're
you're,
like, thank God these idiots. These idiots are
props.
doing it.
you're
all-
gonna be the type of person who you just need to come hang out with us.
Whoever's listening
And
to us. still?
at this point, if they're still listening, they just need to like be a bro and just come hang out.
Better yet,
Bro,
buy
lady,
us a
whatever
drink
it is.
and we'll dance like a little puppet boy.
No, we won't.
That's what we're doing right now.
Ryan,
Buy
will.
us a drink. Won't you buy me a drink?
We're on the third tier of our beer pyramid, and I want to see it
I'm gonna
finish.
take you home with me. I
No,
got
you just went from
money to pay.
CCR to fucking rap. Stop it.
It's not rap. It's T-Pain.
Shut up.
Shawty, what you think about that?
I
Got me in the
think you're
gray
stupid.
cat.
That's what I think.
You got me in the bed like.
No, it literally says added Huey effect. They literally had a switch for that. That's fucking wild.
They did.
I just want to know the history about like what did they have to do to make that happen? Why
Have-
is
have a
CCR
good-ass song.
in Vietnam?
Oh, there we go.
Legend says that whenever you see a UH-1 Huey, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Fortunate Son instantly
What?
plays in your head when
What
you make
did
it.
you just say?
What
let
the
me-
fuck was that?
Creedence Clearwater Revival's
There you go.
Fortunate Son instantly plays in your head when you make an anti-war song so good it becomes pro.
Pro war.
Legend says that whenever you see a UH-1 Huey, Creedence Clearwater's Revival's Fortunate Song plays in your head. Okay, but can you click on that link?
I can.
All right, scroll down, please. That's a goddamn. What looks more American than that goddamn picture of that helicopter?
Right, with the teeth on
With the
it. That's
fucking teeth.
tits.
I'm pretty sure it's animated, but whatever.
It's not.
It's not.
Widely used to
They
transport.
used to paint them all the time.
Commonly was a multi-purpose helicopter famous for its use during the Vietnam conflict. Goddamn Vietnamese.
We're downloading information.
Widely used to transport troops and equipment across Southeast Asia, as well as limited support in attack missions. The different versions of the UH-1 demonstrated their suitability to meet the
Nobody's
requirements.
listening at this point. Nobody.
Although
Stop
many
just
of them
reading
were
that
lost to
shit.
combat.
Just we just need to have a genuine conversation.
I have questions.
Answer.
And I've been waiting for this moment.
Go
and
for it.
People that are still listening want to know the answers to these things.
Drive in. Let's go.
What are your questions?
Let me pull them up.
Oh, he wrote them down.
Oh.
This is interesting.
If
you've made it this
Okay.
far, we appreciate
All right, we're going to take turns on this question.
Okay.
you. Starting
Wyatt.
with Wyatt.
Wyatt goes first.
Okay.
All right, Wyatt. If you use a bar of soap on your ass, can you then use it on your face right after?
Not like right after.
Great question.
Like you need to like lather it up in your hands for a while so you get that layer of soap off of there.
I
Get to
think-
a fresh layer of soap.
Me personally, I believe you wash your ass last. Then it
Well, ideally, yeah, but that's not what the question was.
It resets every 24 hours.
It does.
The next day, actually not even 24 hours. Every day at midnight it resets. It's a brand new bar of soap next
It's
day.
soap, so how could it possibly get dirty?
You clean your ass with it.
Oh, bitch! What? He just threw it to you.
What?
Can I have the mic?
Can soap be dirty?
When we went hunting and I had the bar of soap in
Yep.
my ass, no one else wanted it. That's all I have to say.
So for the record, when we go hunting, we wash ourselves in the river.
In the creek.
No, it's a river. It's not a creek. It's too wide for
Spring-fed
a
river.
creek.
It fucking feels so good when it's 98 degrees
It's
outside.
like 4,000 degrees, and then you get into it. It's like a solid 68. It's
Yep.
like the most majestic fucking thing you've ever been in.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay. Same thing with a towel, though. If you dry your ass, it resets the next day if you use it.
Right
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, for sure.
It resets.
Yeah.
But you never go ass to face. It's always face to ass. Whenever you like face first, then ass.
Well, with a bar of soap, the thing is like you may wash your ass, but you take a quick like shimmy with it and just kind of scrape off the outsides, and after that, it's good.
Brand new.
It's good.
Brand new bar
It
soap.
doesn't matter.
Yep. So we can share soap that's from a baggie, sandwich baggie, in
You
a
know what?
river.
That soap, that Irish Spring soap my dad brings in the fucking Ziploc, it's older than me.
Looks like it too.
That's hunting soap right there, baby. It's older than me. You fucking wash yourself. You
That's how
rinse
much.
it
That's
off,
how
you
much
put
it
it
gets
back in the
used.
bag.
It's the same bar of soap.
Yeah, well, you only hunt so much, so it happens. You only hunt, a couple times a
So
year.
you only
whatever.
like sort of wash yourself with it?
No. I'm saying you only use it like 3 or 4 times a year, so the same bar of soap will last a long time. You get what I'm saying? Like
It's
I
only
get
used
what
for
you're
hunting.
saying.
it ain't
but-
every night.
Soap isn't that hard to come by.
No, but I'm saying is
Speak for your goddamn self.
what I'm saying is you when you buy it, you're like, oh, this is my hunting soap. So you go and you use it, and then like 3-4 weeks later, you go hunting, whatever it is. Ryan. You go, and then it's like you use it again. It's like once a month, maybe at best, you use a bar of soap. How long does it take you to go through a bar of soap?
We have to wear dresses tonight. Okay. All right. I think the next time we
Listen,
do
Either I use too much soap or you guys are really dirty.
Well, we're not going to dive into that right now, but tune in back next week. We might.
next week. Okay. Okay. I think the next time we do a challenge, this is one of the notes I have. Next time we do a challenge, each person
challenge.
gives up one thing, and the one thing be something that they do on a normal basis, like a purge kind of thing.
Ryan's
for
going to give
for
up
me,
sucking dick. Colton's fucking drunk. Colton's drunk.
I
love
wouldn't just
it.
leave it to Colton. I'd say multiple humans inside this terrarium.
Terrarium? Where's the glass?
So for like Wyatt would give up Coors Light.
You can't do that. He'll die. That's rude.
His liver would be like a clapped out
That's
Civic.
okay.
He'd be like,
I'll just start drinking banquets.
Oh, Coors banquets. You're right.
you can talk about getting thick. He's gonna get thick quick.
He does like banquets.
He'll get thick quick with them heavy beers.
I wasn't a fan of them, but he likes them.
I won't. You can drink less of them because they're a little thicker.
Then a Snicker. Okay, cool. Also,
More importantly, they took the dick vein out of the Snickers. They did. They're smooth.
but then they added it
Snickers
right
now.
back.
They put it back.
Did they? Oh,
we saw that. Yeah.
People
Just
were
so
mad
everybody
about it.
listening-
They did it.
Everybody listening, you know how like on the top of a Snickers it's got that like little chocolate swirl? Well, somebody called that a dick vein. and
it
then
looks
they
like.
posted it. It does look like a dick vein. No one's disagreeing.
Nope.
Not a single person. Well, we are all on like the same Instagram chat, pretty much. We send, I don't know, half a dozen memes an hour, and that was one of them. So they've added it back. Dick vein back on the Snickers. Okay. Another question. Have you guys heard of dry scooping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People do it with pre-workout. They
yeah.
take it, throw a scoop back, and then they take water, they slosh it around in their
Sounds like
mouth,
that's what I've
and
been
then they
doing that
swallow
since
it.
day one.
That way you don't have to drink like a full bottle of water before workout. I'm gonna start doing that with instant coffee.
Do it.
You're the worst.
You're the worst.
Never mind.
Say it, Wyatt.
Okay, so if you crunch up a bunch of Tums and then dry scoop that,
I do that every night.
it's what keeps me regular.
I mean, I dry scoop liquid IV, so
I did that too. That was fun.
It's not dry
It's
scooping.
very,
it's just a
very,
packet.
very
it's
salty.
still dry scooping. There's no water.
There's no scoop though. It's dry powdering in there.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I got time. Potty break.
Potty break?
Somehow we're adults. Do.
Next silly question, then all the rest of them are like serious questions. Okay. Wyatt, let me know when you're prepared.
I don't have my headphones on.
It's a long way to the top with a rock and roll. Wyatt first.
Okay.
Would you rather be blind or deaf? And why?
I would rather be deaf because things are like I don't know. It's just easier for me to do things when I can see them or when I can see what I'm doing.
Cody?
But most of the time, I'm not listening anyways, so it doesn't really matter if I can hear.
That's what I'm talking about.
I 100% would go blind.
Blind?
Mm-hmm.
That's a stiff argument.
No.
Give me some reasons.
And there are certain reasons.
I would hope so. I imagine that's what I'm asking for.
I don't know. It's like, Colton, don't eat all those. I'll fight you.
Oh, yeah?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Any day
wanna
of the
see
week.
it.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. Hey.
We're
We're not fighting today.
We're getting tied up after
I
this.
will fight you to not fight.
Yeah. That will be easy, and then I'll fight Colton.
Wyatt, will you help me?
No. Sorry, you're on your own, bud.
What if I give you a gun?
Okay, then we can talk.
I'm kidding. Mostly kidding.
No, easily blind. I don't know.
Easily blind. You'd rather be blind than deaf?
I don't know. I there are certain things that I hear on a day-to-day basis that are important, and I like. No, I'm not
you'd
saying
wanna-
like
you'd wanna learn to
bullshit with
read-
people.
You'd want to learn to read Braille?
Sure, why not?
Because you don't read right now. You can no longer use a cell phone. I agree with Wyatt. I'd rather be deaf. Because then you can still talk. You can still communicate with people. You can read lips. Remember the movie we watched? Hear No Evo, See No Evo? Thank you, Colton. Great recommendation. Yep. I think it'd be way easier to be able to see what you're doing and just not hear.
Mm-hmm.
I think the world that we live in is a world. I'm just kidding. I think the world we live in was mainly built off of vision. Because you can still drive.
Yeah,
You-
you can still like get around and take care of yourself.
You
when
can
you're
drive.
blind,
You can read a menu. Imagine going to a restaurant and not being able to read a menu. That's fucking awful. Do you think they keep Braille menus on tap?
That's what the
I don't
old
think so.
lady's for.
Well, what if she's like, God damn it, I'm so tired of this dude not being able to see things. I'm kidding. Mostly. But
Those are fire, Colton.
You're welcome.
His wife makes these. They're delicious.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready for serious questions now?
Hey, I didn't answer, bitch.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Hold on. There you go. It's all yours.
Fuck Ryan. That's all I have to say.
If you're this far in the podcast, you know that already.
I would be deaf because I would be Daredevil.
Daredevil's blind.
If you haven't seen Daredevil,
On today's episode of How Fucked Up is Colton. That's fucked up.
God damn it, I meant blind. Fuck off.
More importantly, Colton, these are delicious.
I know. I want more, but
Tell her she
Yeah.
top notch.
You guys ready for some German food?
Yes.
Let's get through these questions and these beers, and we'll scroll the fuck out. Wyatt first. Have you envisioned your future, and what does that look like, and why?
Lots of douche sticks.
Don't give it away.
Let him build up to it.
No. Well, yes, and no. Listen, okay, so it changes on a day-to-day basis, so I can't really give you like a firm answer on that one.
Give me two firm ones then.
Brian likes two firm ones.
Well, it'd be really cool to be a stay-at-home dog dad. But it would also be cool to like finally, I don't know, just make it to. Well, because I've been working this whole time trying to get to a management position, so it'd be really nice to finally achieve that and get to that spot, and just see if it's everything I've been hoping it would be.
So what are you going to do when it lets you down?
Be a
Not
stay-at-home
if.
dog dad.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Cody,
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you just said.
What do you want?
The same question, but now to you.
Repeat the question.
Have you envisioned your future? And if so, hold up. I'm sorry, I'm not going to lie.
I mean,
Have you envisioned your future? What does that look like and why?
There's entirely too much question to the future. I've envisioned options, I suppose, but I don't know which one it will be and how it will be. But
Welcome to speculation. Continue.
I know I know there are certain things that are built into me to provide and to do what I have to do.
Dicks.
Whatever. I'm just
serious.
saying.
I'm kidding. But
No,
seriously,
no.
continue.
I mean, I know there's a lot that I need to provide for, and there's a lot I need to do what I need to do, and what I want is not necessarily an option. Necessarily, depending.
Wyatt, are you not entertained?
He's passing out.
I gotta do this.
I don't know. I try not to look too much into it because, in a sense, it's kind of destined to be what it is, what it's going to be, as long as you don't start fucking off too much. So
You think that life is predetermined?
No, not necessarily. I think there's an aspect, of course, to it, but you're gonna do what you need to do when you need to do it. Earmark that for the fucking quotes. But it is what it is. You know, if you're a good person, you'll know when you need to know about what you're doing. And I know.
I wasn't trying to laugh. At
totally
you,
lost
I looked
me.
at Colton. I just looked at Colton, and he was just dying laughing. I'm sorry.
You're doing some shit. Whatever it is. Whatever. You know, everybody's life is different. Everybody's life revolves around different things. And you'll know. What are you shaking your head for?
No, we all revolve around the sun. Continue.
you're a fucking bitch. No, I mean,
I want to know what Wyatt has to say.
deeper down than the sun revolving around, or us
Yeah, I
revolving
understand.
around the sun.
That was
But
my smart ass answer. I'm sorry.
it is what it is.
So do what you got to do when it's time to do it.
Yeah, and I know that sounds super. It sounds super vague, but at the end of the day,
It
like,
is extremely vague.
It is. But like, when those moments happen and you're like, oh shit, I know what I need to do, it's not so fucking vague anymore. They happen. They do. There are moments where, you know, you're a kid and you're fucking off and you're just working a job and whatever it is. It doesn't matter how much money you make and you're just kind of making it by. And then you have those things come in your life that change the aspect of that make, you know, you got to be responsible and you got to show up to work on time and you got to do this and you got to do that because like you can't lose your job. When those moments show up, it is what it is. You just fucking do it.
Okay.
None of y'all are grasping what I'm saying.
No, I
got you.
I'm hearing. We're all hearing what you say.
Colton's got me.
But we're all curious how that has anything to do with have you envisioned your future and what does that look like and why?
Well, no, it does. It completely involves that
What do you envision your future like?
I have no fucking idea, Ryan, because I could make up a plan.
What do you want to be? What do you want to do?
I don't know.
A chicken herder?
You want to hurt chickens?
It's
herd.
Herd or the D.
You want to listen to chickens?
It's not about
No,
that.
I want to move large groups of chicken from one place to another.
He wants to be a cock wrangler.
It's not about that. It's not about what you want to do. You hit a certain point, and it's not about what you want anymore. It's about what is necessary.
I don't understand why you're saying that.
Because as you grow up, things change and stuff, and you can't just wake up every day and be like, this is what I'm doing and this is what matters and blah blah blah. Like, things matter to people. Everybody has wants and needs, but at a certain point, this is what is necessary, and that's what you're driving into. Is what's necessary. I sure just swallow.
It depends on
your mic is entirely
it depends on what
too
you
close to
deem
your
necessary. Because I feel like everybody puts a lot more things in the necessary category than actually deserves to be in that category.
No, and I completely agree. I mean, some people completely overdo it. It's just, you know, you
like there's.
I don't know. It's a weird. It's
I
a
mean,
weird
there's
explanation.
There's
I
a
know
lot of big
it's hard to
factors
understand.
that like turn it into like a, you know, there's things that you're. Once you have them in your life, you have like a kid or a dog or like, you know, you can't just not pay attention to it after you've done that. But
and Ryan sucks.
He fucked it up.
Colton had to bring different size beer cans. That's all I'm saying. So I'm reading a book right now called Atomic Habits.
Reading is a strong word.
So in this book, they talk about how humans are their habits.
Okay.
Let's get the pyramid built first. People listening, I am incredibly sorry about the shit show that is this podcast, but you love it and you're still listening.
It's Ryan's podcast, so shit show. It's all based off Ryan.
There's another beer can right there.
I can't. It's too far. Oh shit. Colton, you were asking for a lot going into that.
Oh, I just put that the wrong direction.
It's hard. It's hard. There's so many beer cans. It's a difficult thing to do.
Shout out to Sweet and Spicy Rice Cakes.
Those things were tight.
They're pretty bitchin'.
But I don't have to put this in my mouth. I can just be like, those things were tight.
I was on smoker. And now I've got cancer. Make sure you face away from the shower head when you take a shower.
That was rude and inappropriate to anybody who may be dealing with that.
yes, I'm
And
sorry. That's
we
a
don't mean
very
it.
terrible thing to have to go through, and I apologize if I offended you.
But in
If you
reality,
smoked your whole life, go fuck yourself.
well, it kind of was your own fault.
easy
That's,
killer.
you know, we'll get over it.
I mean, am I wrong?
Okay.
No, Colton, you're not.
So in the book Atomic Habits, basically what he's talking about is how humans are their habits. And so it's just like everything I've talked about on the podcast before. Everything is a continual drip. And over time, if you add 2 marbles, this is one of Joe Rogan's jokes. If your manhood is a mountain of marbles and every day you take 2 and just fucking chuck them, at first it's not much and it's going to take a long time. But over time, it becomes a lot of fucking marbles that get thrown away. And it's the same thing with everything. Everything is a constant drip, and it's either positively happening to you or negatively affecting you. And so, this podcast, the reason I continue to do this free o charge, and the only person that is basically funding it right now is myself. And the reason is because I realize that over time, this could continue to be something.
Colton brought the IPAs, so he funded part of this.
To be fair, I feel like if I could have just invited all of you guys and not recorded it today, he probably still would have brought those.
I'm just saying, don't sell them down the river.
But all I'm saying is the point that I'm trying to make is you are your habits. You know this better than most people, and that.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you, Kidney O'Brien, know this the best out of a lot of people, is that most people are their habits. And that is because what you do now is what's going to determine where you are in 30 years. Because what you do now is what you can. Humans are creatures of habit.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And so this is becoming a habit for me. This is just going to be something I do. Whether it's just me sitting
Stop talking about yourself.
Whether it's just me sitting and monologuing by myself, it's going to keep happening. But it's the same thing with other things I do. It's the same thing with other things I do. I'm literally going to be like, this is what I want to do, because over a 10-year, 20-year, 30-year period, it's going to continue to compound until it becomes, well, that's the term. I don't know what you're laughing at.
I'm listening.
Over time, I'm hoping it makes a huge
general.
difference. But that's the thing with everything, though. If you want to start your own business, it starts as a slow drip. Amazon doesn't become Amazon overnight. Netflix doesn't become Netflix overnight. It's a slow. Joe Rogan's podcast didn't become what it is today overnight.
You should bring up Joe Rogan's podcast more.
The internet had to develop more first.
But you get what I'm saying.
Well,
but even the internet didn't happen overnight. What we know now, it's years of constant pursuit and constant, like, this is what I'm doing every day. So when I think about long term, what I want to do, I go, how do my habits reflect me getting to where I want to be long term?
Nobody's disagreeing.
You okay, Colton? All right.
Colton's looking right. I'm just saying.
He's gonna look hot in a dress.
I got one more. Foodie Rancher. We're good to go.
Not sponsored.
Next question. Cody first, since Wyatt went first last time.
Let go.
What personality traits do you value in other people, and then do you possess those same traits, and how do you work on improving those traits?
That's fucking easy. Honesty. It's like the most important thing in a human being, period. Is if they're an honest human. I feel like 99.9% of the time I'm very honest. You have to lie sometimes, just because, to crave people's feelings. But that's a simple answer. That's it.
Let me repeat the second half of the question because you're dodging a part.
Okay.
Do you possess those same traits, which you've hit on, and how do you work on improving those traits?
I don't need to improve them because I'm 0.01% away from being all right. So be honest with anybody. I mean, whether it's a happy thing or a sad thing or an upset thing.
We've talked about this before. It's easier to deal with the hard truth than the soft lie.
Exactly. And 99% of the time, it's easier just to fucking get it over with. Whether you've lied or somebody else has lied, no, that's not the place to put that. That's my coaster.
That's not going to...
Bet.
Can I have another one?
There you go.
Colton, I do not want your EPAs.
Being honest is very important.
Yeah, there's probably room in the cooler now.
I mean, we've... everybody lied at
Wyatt
some point
and Cody
in
will
their
take one
life.
as well.
I'm good.
Run out of them. Everybody's lied at some point in their life, and everybody...
We're not telling you have to drink it, Wyatt. We're just putting one in front of you.
I don't want it. My head. I already got a headache.
A headache? For why?
Why?
I don't feel good.
Because you like dudes?
All right, so Wyatt's turn. What trait do you... Wyatt burped and that fucking fell over.
No, I agree with Cody. Honesty, but I also believe kindness.
Okay.
We should treat others like. I mean, it's the simplest fucking rule that's been repeated over and over for however long. It's treat others how you want to be treated. I mean,
I don't want to suck other people's dicks though.
Yeah, but it's,
I find that hard to believe.
no, if like it.
Says the man with an unsucked Ryan penis.
If I ask somebody for help and I ask them to help me out, I would fully, in return, repay that to them because they treated me with kindness and respect, so I'm going to treat them with kindness and respect.
It's
But
reciprocation.
it
right?
also goes the other way. If somebody's going to treat me like I'm a piece of shit, I'm going to let them know that they're the biggest piece of shit and not me because it's
right.
You
You
don't
mirror
treat people
the
that
person.
way.
You mirror the person who how they treat you is how you treat them, and vice
Yeah.
versa. Because you always will start with kindness with them, and if they straight up become an asshole, you're like, oh, okay, that's the dice we're rolling today. Fuck you,
Oh, yeah, and that's-
and you couch.
That's why when I meet new people, that oftentimes it's like I'm really quiet at first. It's because I'm gauging
He's
who
gay.
you are.
Yeah, I agree.
I need to make sure that you're not a complete asshole before I go being nice to you because
Yeah.
if you're going to be an asshole every time I have an interaction with you, then I'm not going to give you the time of day, no matter if my friends are your friends or if my mom knows you or whatever the fuck it is, however I met you. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, plain and simple.
Right. Whether I'm supposed to or not supposed to like you.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
not obligated to have my life have you in my sphere of what happens in my life. But also honesty is very big because you just don't fucking lie to people.
Because being nice to somebody can be trumped by lying to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, falsely being nice to somebody is just the same as lying to their face because you're not truthfully being nice to them. You're being nice to put on a show.
You can say hard things, hard truths softly to somebody. You disagree?
Are you quoting somebody?
No. If I was, I didn't mean to. No, but I'm serious. Like if I have to tell you something where it's going to be a hard conversation, I'm going to pull you aside and I'm going to do it as easily as possible. I'm going to be like, hey, Cody, you know I love you. I'm telling you this because I love you. This is something I have to tell you because this is the truth. Like, you need to cut your hair. It just has to happen. you get what I'm saying, though.
We've never been those people, though. We always just jive.
We
as in the group in this room, where we.
I've always been the kind of person that can talk to people
No,
like that.
I'm not saying you can't talk to people. I'm saying we've never had to have those conversations with each other because we all just kind of fucking do all right together. Like we're peas in a pod in a sense. Especially Colton with his burps. He just snapped and looked at me.
So
Don't
who
let me
went
lie to
first
you.
on that question? Why I went first on that question? So Cody,
No,
I
Cody,
went first.
keep your huh?
I went first. He went second. More questions.
That was the second question. Wyatt went first.
No.
No, wait, Wyatt. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Okay, Wyatt, now you go first.
Jesus Christ.
Wyatt, do you think about retirement and what does retirement mean to you?
Jesus Christ. We're getting real deep in the back end of this.
I
and
told
it's
you
a
they're
bad
serious
idea.
questions.
Well, we should have scheduled them from some other time.
I mean,
You should have your own podcast if you think how it should go.
Got it. Stop showing up. Deal.
I don't really think about retirement too much because when somebody says retirement, I'm like, oh, you mean when I'm 69 and a half and I can finally cash in on the money that I've been putting back for my entire life?
Like 73.
I don't.
It's 59.
It'll be 89 and a half by the time we get there.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily.
It'll just be taken away. No age.
to
You
me
just don't get it.
personally, retirement would be getting to the point where I can stop going to work for 40 hours a week and just go whenever I feel like it and do a job I want to do just because I can. Just like this, like how some people retire and then they go become a Walmart greeter just because they want to be out with people. Basically that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, because at the end of the day, if somebody pisses me off, I can go the fuck home and do whatever I want because I'm retired and I've got the money to do that. I don't have to worry about that paycheck. I don't have to worry about pleasing anybody. I want fuck you money. So, you know.
What's fuck you money, Wyatt?
Fuck you money is enough to. Your boss pisses you off, fuck you. Somebody tells you to do something you don't want to do, fuck you. You know,
Fuck you. I've got my own money.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody for anything. I can make my own way, and I don't have to ever.
You're not
Taking-
reliant on just the paycheck. So
Yeah.
you can literally be like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck everybody around here. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I've got the money.
Mhm.
Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you money's the goal, right?
It is.
All right, Cody. Do you think about retirement, and what does retirement mean to you?
I mean, I do, but at the same time, retirement. I don't believe in retirement. I feel like
It's real though.
I didn't say it wasn't.
You just said you didn't believe in it. Do you believe in
I know.
ghosts?
Damn it, Colton.
Ryan makes things exceptionally hard to answer. What I mean by that is, if you're doing something in your life that you love, you don't have to retire from it. You can do it till the day you die. And I think that retirement causes people to die because you
stop doing your habit.
Exactly. Your habit is work at a certain point. You know, if you work 40 hours a week and you do all that shit and you go through it, it's like that is what you do. Period. That takes up the majority of your life. So when you get down to the end of it, you know, and they're like, okay, well, you don't get to come to work anymore and we'll pay you. And you just sit at home and stare at the wall. You just go downhill from there. And I've seen it.
That's kind of what I was saying is like, I don't want to quit working. I just want to be able to be in a point in that job where when it like
You want freedom. You want financial freedom.
And
instead of having to go to that job every day.
That's what's more important than retirement is if you reach financial freedom between balancing your debts and this and that and the other thing and buying a house and paying it off and all that stuff. If you get down to where you just got to pay taxes every year, you can pretty much do
and afford to live. But yeah,
well,
yeah. Within reason too.
Well, yeah, within reason for sure, because you can, you know, your version of paying everything off and doing whatever you want could be spending $100,000 a year, but it just don't work like that.
Right.
You know, retirement's a nonsensical fucking.
It seems like people make it this grandiose idea.
Exactly.
And then you get there
like
and you're
so
like, okay,
great,
now what? I
but-
feel like humans are like creatures of habit, first off. And second off, they have to be going towards something. And I think people need retirement to go towards. But then once they actually hit retirement, they're like, okay, now what?
They're
and
finding
then they
something
don't have a goal.
They're finding something to drive them to it. And when they get there, it's like, okay, well, you retired, so go ahead and die whenever you're ready.
Well, when you stop doing things, you stop getting the feeling of being successful. And
exactly. And
my definition of successful is actively working towards a predetermined goal.
And it's not not
as
about,
long as you're doing that, you're
it's not
successful.
about predetermined necessarily. Like you can make up whatever you want.
Yeah, but no, that's what I mean. Is like it's the one you choose.
What you work.
But if you don't pick a certain goal, you're working towards nothing. You're working into infamy. There's nothing there.
No,
you're working towards.
And I get that. I'm just saying it's like you gotta make sure. Once you hit that point where your work will, first of all, allow you to retire, and you get there, that you can't just sit at home and watch the news and go to breakfast every day. It don't work like that.
Yeah.
You can't.
you gotta go to doctors too.
Yes.
Don't forget about funerals.
No, but you still have to stay active because I feel like that's from what I've read a lot of the things when you get to that point and you retire and your brain stops actively solving problems and doing this and that and the other thing, you
start to deteriorate.
Yes,
it's like you've delayed deterioration, and then you retire, and it's like, oh, now we're supposed to do this.
That's honestly what it seems like. It's just if you stay active doing things. And your problem solving and shit like that critical thinking, you know, they push that a lot in school. At least when we were in school, but they push that a lot, and I feel like that's a lot to say about when you're that age. If you're doing that and you're solving problems and you're doing shit, whether it's fucking Sudoku puzzles or rebuilding a motor, you're solving issues. And it'll keep you going. You know what I mean?
So what habits would you say are the most important ones to carry into retirement?
Drinking. 100% kidding. That's not what I'm saying. It's not... I don't believe in retirement. Like, in my eyes, I don't see retirement as a thing to look forward to. My goal in life is to build a business or work or whatever it is that I do where I don't need or want to retire from it. I would much rather work until I die than say like, oh, I'm 75, I'm going to retire. 'Cause, you know, by the time we get to that point, like right now, I think it's 65 and a half or 68 and a half or
59
something.
and a half before
No.
you can collect on investments
No,
without
but that's
interest.
that's
Or without
that's
a
the
penalty.
very minimum,
Very minimum.
not the back end. I'm talking about the back end. The back end's like 65 and a
Well,
half.
there's habits too that like you should not do certain things so that way you can live past a certain age.
No,
so
but
that way you
what I-
can and be able to step away from jobs potentially.
No, well, if you're one of those baseline workers who works through just like, I'm just going to do this job and I'm going to do it until the day I die, whatever, like you get to 65 and a half and you fucking retire and then you spend 2 years enjoying your life. You spent the past 40 working to this point and you get 2 years to enjoy yourself before you fucking have a heart attack or a stroke or whatever it is. That doesn't make any sense to me. I would much rather work a job that I enjoy and I spend time loving, and it's not like I don't wake up in the morning and be like, oh, fuck, I gotta go to work. No, it's like I wake up and I'm like, I get to go to work
You're
today.
like not. It's not even a thought where you're like, "Fuck, I have to go to work." It's like
you're like,
it's like this is just what I'm gonna go do.
yeah,
I like
you're
doing
like, you're
this.
like
this is what I'm gonna-
no, that's the difference. I have to go to work today, or I get to go to work today. That right there is the borderline. When I wake up, the day I wake up and say I get to go to work today, I'll know I did it. That's my goal. I just want to wake up and be like, I'm happy and I get to go to work today. You know, I didn't and die in my fucking sleep or whatever, and I get to go enjoy what I'm doing. That's you know, and then past, you know, and obviously that doesn't answer completely your question about retirement, but it's like you would never retire from that job. If you woke up every day and you were stoked about what you got to go do, retirement's not in your future. It's wrote off. You're never gonna retire from it if you're like, let's fucking go. I'm down. Let's do it.
Wouldn't you? A thing to think about too with that is like, don't your interests change over time?
And they do, but
They should feed right into each other as well.
I think. I feel like they would back to back to back to back, but I don't feel like a lot of people ever experience that I get to go to work thing. People don't do that.
Most people get into a job, they rack up enough debt and
they get
payments and everything like that to where they go, this is what I have to stay doing. I can't afford, like,
They figure
I've gotten
out
this far. I need to just stay in this position. They stay in that position so that way they can just do it until they retire.
But they figure out the dollar amount they bring home and they max everything out to that dollar amount. And that's what they do because it makes up for the rest of it, and they don't go out of their way to, they'll spend 20 years at a job making fucking $20 an hour because it pays for what they want.
Because they maxed out what they wanted as soon as they hit $20 an hour. They started living $40,000 a year at $40,000 a year salary. So they started making $40,000 a year, and now they're living a $40,000 a year lifestyle, and they can't change it because when they want to change, they would have to take a pay cut and do a completely different job.
Yeah.
And they can't afford to because they've structured their life to go, this is what I make, this is how I live, and then they just hope to squirrel away enough nuts so that over time they can retire.
I agree.
And when they retire, they go, now I can do what I want because I'm not under the thumb of myself.
At that point, they don't even fucking know what they want to do because you take any person, you take any kid our age and be like, what do you want to do? And they're going to go, I don't know. Because they're just
anything.
so worried about making enough to live that they don't understand what's important to them and what they're driving towards or what
they haven't
life
tried
fucking
enough.
means to them.
They haven't tried
and
enough.
That's true too. You can't. You don't know what you like and what you don't like if you don't try enough shit that you don't like.
The best advice I've ever heard
If that makes any sense.
was by somebody I really respected. And he said, I asked him, I said, how did you know that you want to do what you're doing? And he said, you just don't know until you know.
Makes sense to me.
And it fucking, it hit me, it's something so simple, hit me like a brick wall. And I was like, 10-4. Let's fucking find out. Leads me to my next question. And Wyatt, I would like you to lead this one
Wait,
off.
Colton didn't answer the last one.
He hasn't answered any of these questions.
He should though.
We'll get him a microphone one of these. He's the producer
Get
of this
him a
podcast.
microphone.
Okay.
He deserves one.
You guys are the star of the show.
No, but that's a horrible thing.
Okay. Why?
There's no more food.
Right.
If money and opportunity weren't factors, what would you do for work?
That's a good question.
You got time to think about it, Cody, so don't even think.
No, that's a good question.
What I do for work?
Money wasn't an option?
You got $100 million in the bank
No.
tomorrow.
No.
You've spent all of it that you wanted to spend. You have all of
No,
the material
no.
possessions you want. What are you going to do for work?
I'll fix this. You have a $700 billion in the bank.
Okay.
What do you do in your free time?
Oh, I would go around, like,
While
I
you
don't
guys
know.
think,
I don't know.
while you guys think, I'm going to leave you to think. If I looked at my bank account tomorrow and had $400 billion, I had the car I wanted to drive, the house I wanted to live in, I had the groceries I wanted in the fridge. If I had everything material possession I've ever wanted, had the watch I wanted, I had the gold chain that said playa on it, whatever. You know what I would do? I'd have a podcast.
I'd probably
And
just,
I would get as many people on. I would get as many people on that would talk to me as possible. Because if opportunity wasn't a problem, I'd be like, okay, here's all the people I want to talk to. You know what I mean? And so I'd have all the people on that I want to talk to, and I'd have all the things I've ever wanted, and it would be that's what I would want to do. I just want to talk shit for a living.
I think I would move, like, somewhere in California where all the rich people are and just start just demolishing their social norms.
Such as?
Such as, like,
That's what you want to do for a living.
Fuck people up. That's why it's golf.
like, we're having a gala event. Okay, I'm gonna wear my shorts and the shoes I bought at Walmart
Just
and the
Will
fucking
Smith.
T-shirt I got at Walmart.
Will Smith smacks Chris Rock, and Wyatt walks on stage. You're like, hey, you shouldn't fucking do that. That's
Like,
what
hey
Wyatt
man, it's a
wants.
fucking show. Like, what are you doing?
He's like, it was a G.I. Jane joke. He didn't say anything about her fucking other dudes.
Yeah, stuff like that. That's exactly what I'd do. Or I'd sit in the back and be like, she also fucked a bunch of dudes.
Didn't she fuck your son's friend? You smacked him for a bald lady joke? All right,
It's like,
Mr.
he's so sad about it, wiping his eyes with $100 bills. Must be fucking rough.
It's horrible.
Listen, you were never Will Smith in I Am Legend, okay? You don't understand the pressure that comes with a zombie apocalypse.
I wouldn't give a shit about any of that pressure if I had that kind of money. Who gives a fuck? Go find another woman to fucking cheat on your ass. Quit giving a shit about that one.
That's a true thing. Like, fuck that situation. He needs to grow up and walk away.
Yeah, divorce your ass and fucking move on.
Like them kids are grown. Fuck that shit. You're not saving the kids anything. Like,
To
leave
be
your
fair,
ass.
we've also never been in a position like that.
But I've known
Nor
people-
would I think we'd
I've
put ourselves.
known people in a situation like that, and I will tell you, like, walking away way ahead of time would have been way better.
Yeah, not disagreeing.
You know what I say?
Fuck Ryan.
Colton's getting on that level. I like it. This is gonna be an interesting night, y'all. You won't be there,
Cody,
Oh yeah,
if money and opportunity weren't factors, what would you do for work?
hunting. All the time. Period. Most peaceful time of my life. I took a fucking week off.
How would
and
you?
Went,
How would you? Would you do like a podcast? Would you do like YouTube videos?
No.
Would
you
you
said
just-
money and opportunity weren't a factor. I don't need money. I'm going hunting, period, by myself. Nobody around me, alone completely in the middle of fucking miles of land where no human being can speak to me, and that's what I'm doing.
Why?
Because I don't like people.
Why?
I put up with
Aren't
people.
some of the favorite things you have in this world people?
They are, but I put up with people more so than anything else, and there's certain people I put up with more so, but at the end of the day, if I could just be completely alone on the top of a mountain hunting fucking mountain goats or elks or whatever, the caribous or whatever the fuck.
Elkuses, but yeah.
Moose. Is it elkuses?
Mooseses.
Is it elkuses? Mooseses?
I think they call them meese.
Yeah, no. If you're telling me there's no money involved and whatever the fuck I want to do is down, it's middle of fucking bumfuck nowhere, 1,000 miles from another person, just sitting there hunting shit. down. The most peaceful time I've ever had. Which, and I have a wife. I have other things.
You have a swimming pool?
I do not. I do not have
You
a
said
swimming
you
pool.
have other things, so I'm guessing a swimming pool.
I got a lot going on in my life, but
You have a tortoise.
if you're talking
Mr.
about
Pineapple Bee.
me as a person, my peace is being alone in the wilderness, just listening to the birds and the growls and the whatever the hell. Just there's nothing more peaceful. You can't balance yourself better than just sitting there and just experiencing it and listening to it and having a good time with it. It's beautiful.
Mr. Wyatt Shelby Allen.
You gotta fucking stop saying middle names, bro. They're gonna research these people. What if somebody shows up in the house and like kills himself in his driveway, like fucking that chick?
Because they know his
American
middle name?
Idol.
Because they know his middle
It
name.
may happen. What was that lady from American Idol that happened to?
Mr. Wyatt Shelby Allen Jr.
Nobody watched American Idol? Okay. Well,
No, more people watch the Oscars.
I doubt that. I highly doubt. This beer tower's getting pretty dope.
Wyatt, if you could give one piece of advice... Okay. Wyatt.
Wait, can we pee break?
No. Last
No,
question. It's,
keep it-
it's the
no.
last question. We're almost done with this goddamn fucking
Bro,
podcast.
I gotta piss.
Okay. All right. Last question when we come back from peeing.
Somehow we're adults.
Wyatt.
Likes dudes.
Wyatt, if you could give one... Wyatt, if you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
You're going really deep for us being hammered.
I have these are regular questions I have.
Save your money.
That's a really good piece of advice.
Wait, you don't do that now.
I know.
But his younger self would have put him in a good position.
It doesn't. It's not as useful now as it would have been then.
Beer? No,
It's
no,
not.
I'm asking you.
It's not as useful now as it would have been then.
Yeah, because now I know I need to do that. But before I was like, yeah, that's what everybody says, but I'm not gonna do that.
Cody.
You know what? I actually have a really deep answer to this, and I'm not ashamed by it or anything. Don't be so angry or competitive. There's a lot of people in your life that will teach you things and will they give you the opportunity to learn. You know, the more you resent that or object to it, 90% of the people, I mean, at least in my lifetime, they're not doing it because they hate you. And I'm not talking about people your age. I'm talking about older people, obviously, but they're caring and they want you to know something because of their experience. Just accept it for what it is and listen to them and you know, they're trying to avoid you making the same mistake that they made.
Which is honorable.
It is.
That's
It is
an honorable
100%.
thing.
It is 100%.
Hey, here's where I fucked up. Don't
Yeah,
do the
like,
same thing. I don't want you
this
to
is
feel the
what
same
happened.
pain I felt.
Yes, this is what happened. This is what I did, and I want you to do better than me. And I feel like a lot of older people really look forward to telling, whether it's your grandpa or your uncle or your grandma, anybody. They just say things, and they're just trying to inform you because unfortunately, however you guys want to look at it, whoever, whatever, life is repetitive. It is the same fucking issues over and over again, and they can boil down to the same thing. Those people they'll guide you through it, and they'll give you the leverage you need to be on top of the situation when it happens. It just listen to what the fuck they have to say. Like, you write shit off for old people. You're like, you're just old and you don't fucking know anything. But like, granted, somebody who's 70 doesn't understand social media, but they went through the same shit that's going on. Just
different versions.
give them the time of day to fucking explain themselves and understand what they're saying, because 90% of the time they're gonna be fucking right.
The other 10% is dementia, but yeah.
Well, no, make jokes about it, but it is what it is. they're fucking right, man. I mean, I have a lot of older people that I confide in, and I talk to, and I try to understand what I'm going through before I get there, and when you're going through it, it's a completely different thing because you don't see what they saw in a sense. It's like you're experiencing it for the first time, so you're like, this is all, I don't know what to do, blah, 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 blah. But they're like, bitch, I've been through that. I've done it. This is exactly what the fuck's going to happen. Pay attention and be smart about it. And people write that shit off, and there's no reason to.
What do you think that comes from, the writing it off part?
Well, people are young.
They like to think that their situation is unique.
Exactly. People think they're young and they nobody's been through what they've been through, and this is horrible and it's hard.
Well, you just don't understand.
No, you know what it boils down. Everybody thinks they're fucking special. Everybody does. And especially our generation. We're talking.
Yeah. That makes sense. It's like I might not have been through exactly what you went through, and it might not be as intense of what you went through.
It wasn't the same circumstances, but it's the same fucking
like someone who's
thing.
been abandoned. Like I might not have been left on somebody else's doorstep as a baby, but I've been abandoned before, and I know what that feels like and what it looks like. Like I can't say I can exactly relate to your story, but I can understand where you're coming from.
But when you boil it down to the brass tacks of the situation, it's the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? And it's like. And I'm not saying I had a good upbringing. My parents were
good
great.
Fundamentals is when you boil it down to good fundamentals.
And I my parents were great. It's just like nowadays when I'm doing shit and living life, people are like, "Hey, don't do that," and I'm like, "Fucking why?" And that's just It seems like young people.
It's the naive part of you.
No. I'm not saying naive is a good term, but I'm talking about arrogance. A lot of young people are just super fucking arrogant for no reason because it's like, I gotta be the best and I gotta do this. Blah, blah, blah.
That's because they've been raised knowing that they are the best and they are special because they're daddy's little boy.
Well, no, everybody gets a fucking trophy. That shit. I mean, that happened about halfway through our upbringing. I will say. I think. I can't date it, but we definitely were raised that way, and it's like there's no reason to be you're not. Well, I can't say it's to everybody. I mean, some people are special, but every motherfucker who's walking around isn't special. Some people are background noise. Some people are the people who blazing a path for things. Like you're just in between, and it's like what I'm getting at is people who are older than you know shit, and you can't write them off. You cannot. It's just nonsense. Some old fucking 80-year-old dude walks up to you and starts giving you life advice. You sit down, you shut the fuck up, and you listen. Because those things are going to come up. They are. The shit's repetitive. It is.
It just changes. All it changes is the
details.
outfit that it wears.
No, it's details.
No, but I'm saying it's all the same. Like, every circumstance is the same person just wearing a different outfit because of the time.
No, exactly. It's all, and that boils down to is it's all details. It's not, you're right or I'm wrong. It's like, hey, look, this is what I did and this is what happened. But most situations seem to be kind of similar, and it's like even if it's not the exact same thing,
just the minute details are what changes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can take advice from those situations and fucking figure it out. Everything. Nothing is detrimental. Everything is. You can figure out a solution to the problem, and those people, right now, as of those 60, 70, 80-year-old people will fucking guide you through it if you just pay attention to what the hell they have to say.
Well, it's like, have you ever heard that old ideology? I think it was from some kind of like samurai or something like that. It's like, once you see the path in one thing, you see the path in all things.
Yeah.
Is that the same kind of concept?
Exactly.
Same kind of concept. Because like most things boil down to like repetition, habits, discipline. That's simply put, that is it. What you do on a daily basis is who you become. And if you are the person that just goes, "Oh, well, this motherfucker doesn't understand my situation," it's like, no, you don't understand that they do. It's just wearing different clothes.
Yeah. And it's not
It's just packaged differently. It has a different branding on the outside, but it's the same frozen menu on the inside.
It's not about dick measuring. It's about they experience something awful, and I'm experiencing something awful, and this is how we get through it.
Those parallel each other.
Exactly. They're the same fucking thing minus a little bit of different details.
Yeah.
And you got like they're not.
There's a reason that people that have never had any money that win the lottery go broke immediately. It's because that's what their habit is to do. They're used to going broke.
Yes,
and it's the same. People who become rich and stay rich. No, I'm saying this is about that same concept.
It's the same ideology, but what I'm saying is
it doesn't change based upon the time frame.
I'm trying to preach a deeper message. Is listen to your parents. Listen to your grandparents. Listen to
your parents if you want to end up in the same place that your parents ended up at.
No, because I listen to my parents and I'm not in the same situation they're in. I'm just saying, listen. I guess. Well, okay. Listen to them and take their experiences and take what they've been through, and apply that to your situation and use the knowledge you have of of what you see as your situation to develop a plan past that. It's not about I need to figure out what they did and do exactly what they did. It's this is what they did, this is where they're at, what I do, what I'm actually going to do past this because they gave me their advice. But all I'm getting at is don't write it off. Don't write off people's advice, because people's advice is very important because you can see where they're at, what they're doing.
You can see what to do, not only as what not to do.
Yes. And I will tell you, anybody listening, what not to do is a much larger part of that than what to do. It just is what it is. I mean, people make mistakes. People change shit. I mean, you have fucking 7 kids and then your entire life changes. It is what it is. But, you can kind of figure out where you need to go from there. It is what it is. There's no right or wrong answer necessarily. It's just this is what they had to do to provide for their situation.
Right. This is the cards they were dealt. Here's how they played them.
But advice is advice. Don't write off advice, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
Right.
There's no reason to.
It's a normal thing in our generation to do.
Yes, and people
listen to the older, wiser people. Listen to the older, wiser people. They have
yes, and I'm not.
You're going through the same situations they went through. It's just wearing different clothes.
And it's not saying listen to them and then do whatever the fuck you want. It's listen to them, apply that to your situation, go through it, and be like, this is right.
Tweak
this is
a couple
wrong.
Things.
Yes, tweak.
Don't do the polar opposite of what they're doing.
Yes, adjust what you need to, but get fucking through it, because you got to get through it. You can't just be like, oh, well, they have no fucking idea, and I'm doing this by myself.
They don't understand because this is a cryptocurrency problem.
Yeah, money is money at the end of the day, but, I don't know.
Wyatt,
it's a weird situation.
Wyatt, I am proud to wear a dress in your honor tonight. Thank you guys for your heartfelt answers. Appreciate you both. Colton, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate song. I appreciate everybody who is still listening to this podcast. This will be the last full-length fucking crazy podcast with these two crazy people.
Bet.
Every other podcast, if you want to watch it full length, will be on Patreon. Past that, you'll get the first 20 minutes of it. Thank you guys so much for listening and admiring our tower of beer cans. I appreciate you guys. Wyatt, I'll be proud to wear a dress for you tonight. Congratulations. Woo! Wyatt passed.
Crushed it.
Beat us.
Not even passed it. Crushed it.
104%. Next place was 95, 93, and 89.
It's like a 10% difference.
Wyatt, you're a fucking stud. I love you. Cody, you could have done better.
Yeah.
Colton, you recovered well.
He did better than Ryan.
He did better than me by like 2%.
So Thank
you guys.
Second, third, fourth. Look, I'm the bottom of the barrel, but hey, I'm still hot.
Hey, you're still the top.
Amish beard number 1, Kidney O'Brien. Okay, love you guys.
He's just mad because he didn't have
Thank
a
you so
beard.
much. Can we go get some food?
I'm starving.
I am really hungry,
Okay.
and I need more than rice cakes and cookies. I love you guys. Thank you. Is there more beer? If there's not, whatever, we'll figure it out. I love you guys.
Kinda.
Wyatt, you get to pick where we go for dinner, and I'll take pictures of all of us wearing dress.
You're just repeating things we've heard this
No, I'm
entire
gonna take
time.
pictures of us all wearing dress.
Everybody, we love
gotta
you,
go.
bye.
We gotta go before it closes. Love you guys.
Cut that shit
Bye.
off.
Somehow we're adults.
This episode of Somehow We're Adults is over, but if you'd like to support the podcast, you can subscribe to one of the levels of the Patreon, where we will release bonus episodes that can't be found anywhere else. Any of the money that we get from the Patreon would be used to upgrade old equipment, as well as get new gear so that we can make the best podcast for you to tune into. You can also follow the podcast Instagram at Somehow We're Adults, where I share clips and content about the podcast, and the link in the bio will take you to any of the Somehow We're Adults pages. I encourage you to check out another one of the episodes if this is your first time listening, and if you're a repeat listener, thank you for your support. I love making the podcast, and I hope you tune in for future episodes of Somehow We're Adults.